following is a presentation of Flow Sports. In this sport, everything begins in the dirt.
How you like me now? Oh, I know you love me.
For more than 20 years, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series has set the standard. The best drivers, the toughest tracks, the biggest nights.
Opening night of the Super Bowl of racing.
And now the next chapter begins.
Overton on the high side, Ricky Thornton on the bottom.
Hudson O'Neal back in front of Atomic, no doubt. The #1 ranked dirt late model driver of the nation.
Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Live on FloRacing.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the gorgeous Lucas Oil Speedway, the diamond of dirt tracks, for the 13th annual running of the Cowboy Classic as we kick off the Show Me 100 weekend here in Wheatland, Missouri. And Mother Nature, despite her best efforts, especially earlier in the week, James, I think she's going to play nice. We're glad that you're with us, whether you're here on the grounds or you're watching at home. He is the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, James Essex. My name is Dustin Jarrett. And James, if you would have told me about 4 or 5 days ago that we were going to race this weekend, I would have called you a liar. Nearly 8 inches of rain fell here back on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But here we are. We're racing. We're going to get the show in, and our car count, surprisingly, is up from 1 year ago.
Yeah, 51 cars in here tonight. Well, Tyler Kuykendall is going to be here at some point tonight. He's got a little special thing to do today.
Oh.
His high school graduation tonight in Warsaw, Missouri. So congratulations to you, Tyler Kuykendall. He's entered for tonight. He may make it here before the B-Main, but congratulations to him. So we'll have 50 cars, and you know what that means. 6 heat races here tonight. Yes,
6 of them,
yes.
count them, for the 13th annual Cowboy Classic. Let's take a look at exactly how things are going to shake out here this evening in Wheatland, Missouri. We've got Dirt Draft Hot Laps, followed by All-Star Performance Time Trials, opening ceremonies here this evening, and then we will run I don't think we're running 6-lap heat races tonight. We will have 6 heat races. They're not 6 laps, but we will run
probably 8 laps.
8-lap heat races. We will run B-Mains, and then tonight's 45-lap A-Main, $10,000 to win here this evening.
Yeah, I tell you what, you talked about earlier in the week, and all 17 drivers that have perfect attendance with us this weekend. This is the final race of the Sunoco Race Fuels Road to Wheatland. So right now, Hudson O'Neal, the current points leader, we'll talk about that in a little bit. He is $2,500 richer if he can hold on to that points lead, and the rest of them, the 2 through 15 DJ, will split $16,000 here on Saturday night.
Absolutely great overhead shot there of the diamond of dirt tracks, Lucas Oil Speedway, as this town of less than 400 will be slightly overpopulated come Saturday night. The third member of our broadcast team joins us in the infield right now. Let's send it down to our good friend, Mr. Ben Shelton.
Well, thank you very much, guys. It's great to be back here at Wheatland, Missouri, the Show Me 100, an event that it means a lot to me. It was one of my first big events to ever announce back in the days when it was founded at West Plains Motor Speedway. Hey, 34th year for this event. 1 year Mother Nature won, but other than that, in 32 years, 16 different winners. 5 former champions in attendance here tonight, and guess what? They've won the last 5 editions of this event. Tonight's results, tomorrow's results, they determine the lineups as we look to Saturday, unless Mother Nature kind of interrupts a little bit, and then we'll shuffle things around. Either way, the pursuit of Show Me 100 glory, it begins tonight, and it's got a $10,000 prize tag to go with it. It is the tribute, the Cowboy Classic. We'll be right back here on FloRacing.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lucas Oil Speedway. And as a lot of folks have already heard, just a little while ago, the announcement was made that two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Busch unfortunately passed away at the age of 41 years old. He was hospitalized just the night before with a severe illness. He had 234 total victories between the three NASCAR series. Of course, he had raced with us on FloRacing, and he was also part of the Lucas Oil family as well. I'd like to extend our sincere condolences to the family of Kyle Busch. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lucas Oil Speedway here in Wheatland, Missouri for the opening night of Show Me 100 weekends, the 13th annual running of the Cowboy Classic. 51 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series drivers are signed into the pit area here this evening. And James, it has been a cooler than usual day. Not bad. I think the temps at the low 70s, but a cooler than usual for this time of year. 68 right now, and it has been overcast here most of the day. And that is honestly a lot better than we thought it was going to be as of a few days ago. Hi, Casey.
Yeah, sad news on Kyle, and I just we'll post here in a little bit. He, and of course, he joined me at Georgetown, Delaware, remember, a few years ago.
That's right.
For the FloRacing night, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Did a great job, and he was getting ready to do the starting lineup for the feature, right?
Yes.
He stole it out of my hand, and he started reading the starting lineup. You go right ahead, you can do whatever you want to do. And he did a great job, so... Man, heartbreak there. So our thoughts and sympathies to Samantha and Braxton and everybody else, right? Oh, my goodness.
Sir. Absolutely. Let's take a look at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings heading into tonight. Of course, rained out at Eagle, Nebraska, the final two nights. So this has not changed since the Thursday portion of the Malvern Bank High Bank Heist. Hudson O'Neal, the winningest driver in the country, sits atop the current Big River Steel chase for the championship, presented by ARP. Devin Moran second, Brandon Shepard third, Ricky Thornton Jr. fourth, and Brandon Overton rounds out the top five. He's tied with Max Blair. We said it last week, I'll say it again, that top six is just a gauntlet right now, especially when you consider it's 200 points to win a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race. Anybody inside that top six could shift up or down considerably in one race night.
And of course, DJ, there's full points tonight, full points tomorrow night, and of course Saturday night. Remember, it's a full championship points run. The whole season, at the end, the final five races, the top five, they get to run for an extra $100,000 in that. But that doesn't affect the overall points, though, so that's a separate deal in itself. So someone at the end of the year, DJ, could walk out of here $350,000. Of course, our season finale pays $100,000 to win at West Virginia Motor Speedway.
You mentioned this is the 34th annual Show Me 100 weekend. We take a few weekends off then. We're off next weekend. You got the Dirt Late Model Dream after that. We come back on June 19th and 20th for the Mountain Moonshine Classic at Smoky Mountain. Lernerville for the 20th running of the Firecracker. The traditional 4th of July weekend at Atomic in Muskingum County. And then we make our swing back this direction. We kick it off at 34. That will be the Slocum 50, by the way, at 34. The Diamond Nationals, a two-day show here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Our first ever appearance to the monster half mile in Corning, Iowa, the Adams County Speedway. And then Harlan, Iowa's Shelby County hosts the 16th running of the Silver Dollar Nationals. LucasDirt.com for all the latest news, scheduling information, and more with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Also, don't forget, fans, down at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series souvenir trailer, we have official Show Me 100 shirts along with FloRacing shirts, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series shirts. A great variety of things we'll go over as we go through the weekend down there on the Midway, DJ.
All right, we're going to step aside for one final set of commercial breaks. Dirt Draft Hot Laps coming up next. You are watching us live at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Hey, this is Brandon Overton. You're watching Lucas Oil Late Models on FloRacing.
we showed the world what it means to go big, combining mini-mill technology with industry-leading talent, producing steel our customers need in an environmentally responsible way. Now, we're going even bigger. BR2, Big River Steel's second, highly sustainable and technologically advanced steel mill is now operational, allowing us to deliver even more of the sustainable steel needed to solve the challenges of tomorrow without sacrificing performance today.
The new Dirt Draft app, faster, sharper, built to win. New lock windows and predictive contests. More ways to play, more ways to win. Lock in your drivers, watch the action, and become a fantasy champion. Every lap, every restart, every last lap slide job that moves you up the leaderboard. The green flag just dropped on the all-new Dirt Draft. Download it now at dirtdraft.com. Draft your team and get in the race.
Deep in the world of dirt racing lies a mind that refuses to rest. A team obsessed with innovation, precision, and the relentless hunt for speed. A brand new product line built through a partnership with one of the most respected names in high-performance suspension. Öhlins doesn't simply participate in racing. Racing is their core. Öhlins Shocks. Available exclusively through Longhorn Dynamics.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Lucas Oil Products. Keep that engine alive. By Big River Steel, developing sustainable steel made with the world's most advanced mini-mill technologies. And by Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging, specialized transportation backed by experience.
Thanks to Ace Doran coming on as the sponsor for the Show Me 100. 13th Annual Cowboy Classic kicks it all off tonight, 10,000 to win. As we are on the Baby Bomber right there in the 8 car. That'll be Matthew Larson. Matthew Larson of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. In the Henco USA number 8 cars. We are in Group 1 of Dirt Draft Top Last. Mine in the 6 car. He comes to us out of Jupiter, Florida. He is currently 11th in the points. That'll be Clay Harris. Clay Harris and Wilkerson Farms. Ricky Rydell, powered Longhorn, number 6. Also in Group number 1 here tonight of 51 cars will be the 1X car. That'll be Aaron Morant. Aaron Morant, the veteran driver. He comes to us out of Richmond, Missouri. He's in the Summit Heating and Cooling Burlington Auto Repair Longhorn, number 1X for Aaron Morant. Also in the first group is the 12 car. He's in the Crickler Timber Harvesting Royal Oak 12 Longhorn. Cornet powered out of Alton, Missouri. That'll be Scott Crickler. Scott Crickler in car number 12. Also on the track here is we have the 19M car, the JCM Motorsports Yellowhammer Design and Construction entry. That'll be Brendan Smith. Brendan Smith out of Dade City, Florida. And also in this group, the 4X car. And that'll be Dallin Helm. Dallin Helm out of Lahoma, Oklahoma. The Shop Angry Duck Schwartz car. He was waiting on that one all weekend. The 66 car, the fastest in this group so far, with the veteran Joe Gotze turning the wrenches.
That's right.
Out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. That is Eli Ross. Eli Ross, the J. Hodge Chevrolet out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. Longhorn by Stuckey at 15.173. Also out there, second quickest, currently leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. 15.219 for Josh Rice. Josh Rice out of Crittenden, Kentucky, in car number 11. He's in the Glenwood Electric Longhorn with the Vic Hill, and also Daniel Ilsebeck, third quickest DJ. The Ilsebeck Farms Capital at 15.497. I think I got all of them as Group 2 makes their way onto the track, DJ.
You did well. Eli Ross, by the way, the defending Comp Cam Super Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. We saw him at the Wild West Shootout. Brand new wrap for the former series champ in the 20 RT. That's going to be Ricky Thornton Jr. on the Speedway. And that Bobby and Jessica Kohler Knight Company's Hoker Trucking Capital Waste sponsored 20 RT with a brand new design on the side. He'll be followed by the driver of the Rocket One. That is Brandon Shepard. How about that win he got with the Mars Late Model Championship Series at Coles County on Sunday? He's in the Valvoline Swabert Calf Ranches Petroff Towing Performance Grading sponsored number 1. He'll be followed by Big Sexy Brandon Overton James in the Budweiser Garto Southern Riggs Fiber Supply Chain Management sponsored number 76 for Scott and Jason Riggs. It's a Longhorn. Behind him will be another Longhorn in the 56. That's Tony Jackson Jr. A pair of wins for him already this season. The Schloop Enterprises Merrill Bonding Bilstein Shock sponsored 56. A few other drivers on the track. Welcome to the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Cameron Harris, part of that Goat Farm posse out of Columbus, Mississippi. The Advanced Logistics Column Incorporated. Griffin Center for Cosmetic Surgery sponsored Rocket Chassis. Jason Silva's back with us. In the Zero, he's out of Bolivar, Missouri. That Great River Engineering Ultra Force Machine sponsored Longhorn, and two other drivers on the track, and it'll be the brothers Gundaker. Trevor Gundaker, Jason Silvas. Trevor Gundaker will be the next driver, Gordy Gundaker will be the next driver on your screen. He's in the JB Salvage, Vanilla Cycles, Hoker Trucking, St. Louis Screw and Bolt sponsored Orange number 11G, and brother Trevor Gundaker behind him, also out of St. Charles, in the Woody Bogler Trucking Midwest Sheet Metal Performance Bodies Millard Family Chapel sponsored number 11. And those are the drivers on the track for Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 2.
So 10,000 win tonight, the Cowboy Classic. The salute to Don and Billy Gibson, the original promoters of the Show Me 100 to West Plains. That's tomorrow night, a full show 10K. And again, the top 18 in points has been mentioned earlier. They will be locked into the show here on Saturday night for the Show Me 175,000 win. There's TJJ in that 56 car. You're right. You got it right. Schloop.
It's Schloop. Yep.
Right.
I know that because I asked him one time. He says, is it Schulp? Is it Schlup? He said Schloop.
That's not the Ohio State. Is Hang On Schloopy, right?
No,
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah. Hang on.
Hang On Sloopy. No, is it? What is it?
It's Sloop. Hang on
Sloopy. We'll call it Sloopy then from now on. You're picked to win the national title again, but picked to finish second in the Big Ten. I don't even know how that happens. All right. I was kidding Moran about that earlier, but anyway.
Hey, guys, real quick, one thing to watch this weekend behind me down in turns 3 and 4. They reshaped this racetrack in the offseason. No shelf no more in 3 and 4. The banking goes all the way up to the wall. They think it's going to make a lot racier here this weekend. It's going to be something to watch because 3 and 4 have been really entertaining over the past few years here. A little bit different flavor this weekend, though.
Good to point that out again. That shelf is gone up there, and they had a high limit race here a few weeks ago. They ran an MLRA race here back in April, in which Jonathan Davenport swept the weekend. Hey, good to see Colby Vandenberg back here. Of course, we used to see him in the 15 car. He didn't. I don't think he ran last year, but he's in the Brandon Shepard 5S, the Valvoline car. Shepard Auto Recycling out of Ashland, Illinois, for Colby Vandenberg. Always solid here at Wheatland. Also on the track, there's the 93 car. That'll be Corey Lawler. Corey Lawler, one of 17 drivers, DJ, was still perfect attendance. In the Ponchos Racing Products 93 Longhorn, he comes to us out of Hanover, Pennsylvania.
No more mutton chops.
I know that. Did he tell you about that? He had to tell me about that. Jeff Herzog out of Festus, Missouri. He's got a lot of good sponsors on there, DJ, on that car. In that 11 car, Dan Altoff Trucking, who I believe used to sponsor Ed Dixon. Remember the late, great Ed Dixon?
Of course.
Former UMP Dirt Car champion. Also the 40B car. He's the race car engineering entry of the Atomic Music Group. That is Kyle Bronson. Kyle Bronson out of Brandon, Florida. Well, he's not in Nebraska this weekend, but he hopes to run good here in Missouri. He is 9th in the points. Welcome, first race of the year, I believe he said, Mason Oberkramer.
That's correct.
Mason Oberkramer, the Oberkramer Trucking 93 out of Brosley, Missouri.
I think one other driver on the track for this set of Dirt Draft Hot Laps, James, if I'm not mistaken, and it's going to be Chevy Boyer out of New Haven, Missouri, the 18-year-old on the 25B, the American Family Insurance, Prather Images, Burwell Motorsports sponsored 25B for Chevy Boyer. And again, those are the drivers on the track for Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 3, and this track looks good right now.
Yeah, Dalton Imhoff scheduled to be in this group as well, not out there. Herzog 15.317 for the 11 car. Jeff Herzog again, formerly out of Herculean,
Missouri.
Herculean, Missouri. Right. Now living in Festus, Missouri.
That's right.
In that car number 11, 15.317. Kyle Bronson 15.390. Vandenberg at 15.38, your top, or 3.98, your top 3 there in Dirt Draft Group number 3. Group 4, he's here. The 1/4 J is Jackson Ertl out of Neosho, Missouri. Glad to have him back with us here at the Show Me 100 in the Ron's Towing 1/4 J. Or do you say 1/4 J?
Either one.
How about the 18 car? That is Shannon Parker. Shannon Parker back with us for the 2nd year in a row in car number 18.
Not Shannon Babb, similarly fonted number 18.
Fonted. Shannon Parker, Ashdown, Arkansas. He's in the Parker Truck Repair. Buster Roberts Locking Rocket for Shannon Parker. There's the 60 car, the Minnesota Truck Headquarters entry of Dan Ebert, second year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Dan currently 13th in the points in the James Trantina, who has taken over. I mean, he and Mike Hurley, they might as well just buy every racetrack that there is in the country. How about R.C. Whitwell? Glad to have him back here at Wheatland.
Absolutely. Confirmed it is a Longhorn with a Shepherd Development engine under the hood. The Abercrombie Vineyards Team 19 Motorsports Elite Signs 96 for R.C. Whitwell. He'll be followed out by Mr. October, Reggie Jackson out of Lebanon, Missouri in the Elite Auto Complex S&S Land Service. That's a rocket chassis with a Potter power plant under the hood for Reggie Jackson. Who else we got? We got another member of the Goat Farm Posse. How about Brian Rickman back with us? They took last year off. You like that, Mr. October, didn't you? They took last year off. I talked to the Rickmans down there, and they said this weather here ain't nothing. They said we got scared away last year. It was about 90% chance of rain, and y'all got it in. This here wasn't nothing for us. So we're glad to have them back with us. There's the Ace Doran hauling and rigging 49, Superman Jonathan Davenport, Caden Klatt also on the racetrack in the 50 James, the Edina, Missouri driver. He's the next car on your screen. The B Scene Signs, Pro Designs, McVickers Misty Valley Farm sponsored. Number 50 for Caden Klatt and one other driver on the track. Did you get Brennan Willard? I like the race. He's always got a good looking race car. Brennan Willard in the number 3. Of course,
he's got chrome on the 3 too. Wait till Dylan McCowan comes out.
I love the Dylan McCowan car. I think it looks good.
Trace Atkins warming up in the background with favorite color is chrome. So right now Davenport, he won this race in 2015, 2024. Bobby Pierce has won it twice. He's the defending winner. He is here this weekend. Also won it in 2017. Devin Moran, of course, that was the Droop infraction with Thorne in 2023. Chris Ferguson is here. Glad to have him with us. 2022. Hudson O'Neill won in 2021. Peyton Looney not here. Figured he would be here, or Terry Phillips. Neither one of those in the house here tonight. There's the 3S car. His first full year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Right now 7th in the points. A top 10 run on Thursday night, last race, right? Thursday night at Eagle.
Yeah, a week ago.
It seems like forever ago. That is Brian Shirley. Brian Shirley out of Chatham, Illinois. He's in the Bob and Lisa Cullen Thomason Express 3S. There's the 32 car out of Oxford, Iowa, the veteran driver. The Oker Trucking Hot Rod Septic Treatment entry of Chris Simpson. Behind him, the current Midwest Sheet Metal points leader, sporting the Midwest Sheet Metal Loin spoilers. Shout out to Chris Davis, who's here this with all weekend long. He'll have the Midwest Sheet Metal Challenge here on Saturday night. That is the Wheeler Metals, Big River Steel, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Merrill Bonding 71. That is a Clements power plant under the hood of the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. Hudson O'Neill's dad also won this race.
That's right.
Back in 2014. And 21 Triple X has made it, DJ.
Yes, he has. It's going to be Neil Baggett, another Goat Farm Posse member of the Advanced Logistics. RTC Recovery, Doug's Auto, Griffin Center for Cosmetic Surgery sponsored 21 Triple X for Neil Baggett. Did you get the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce?
How can I miss the defending champion?
That's it. The defending
we just talked
champion,
about him, right?
The defending champion of this race, the 2-time World of Outlaws Series champion, the former FloRacing Night in America champ, the Low Voltage Solutions, Churchill Transport, Collins Brothers Towing, Rio Grande Waste Services entry. Clay Stuckey also on the track for this set of Dirt Draft Hot Laps, a winner at Hattiesburg earlier this year in the Advanced Powder Coating FiberTech Laser Cutting at number 15. And there's Max Blair out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, in that C&J Dairy Creekside Auto Sales sponsored number 111. There's the chrome on the side of the 8 of Dylan McCowan. He looks, look at that, look at the picture of him. It looks like he's got a mohawk there. There's a little, there's something sticking
no idea
up.
what that picture's about. The Midwest Sheet Metal
does not have a mohawk,
America's driving. He's running for O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. He's a 2-time UMP modified champion here at Wheatland. As we have the next group of cars, one more group left to go. Again, Brian Shirley, the quickest in that group here. Again, Dirt Draft, well, Hot Laps, it doesn't pay in a lot of series, but it does in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at season's end. At our awards banquet, the top driver with the most Hot Laps will get a $500 cash prize. There's Garrett Alberson. He's got a couple cash prizes. He's the track record Old Eagle. Comes in tonight 8th in the points in the Romer Machine and Welding. Mesilla Valley Transportation, Sunoco Ratios 58 out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Glad to see the PRA Arizona veteran with us here tonight. That'll be Steve Stoltz. Steve Stoltz in the Dirt Pro Incorporated car number 78.
Other drivers on the track will be your defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. That is Devin Moran in that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, Millwood Plumbing, sponsored number 99. And he'll be followed by a former Show Me 100 champion. That's going to be the 22 Fergie Time. Chris Ferguson, the only Stinger race car in the house this weekend in the Schaefer Oil Animal Care Clinic. Fast Laps Open Hearts, Live Oak Family Dentistry, sponsored number 22.
Yeah, former winners you mentioned, 2022 is the year, 50,000 he took home that weekend. There's the 93 car out of Lincoln to North Carolina, his cousin. That'll be Carson Ferguson, Clements Power in the there tonight. Out of the Coleman Farms Racing Hoopall grading 93. There's the 7th J car. That is driven by Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson out of Aurora, Missouri, in the 7J car.
Two other drivers on the track for this set of Dirt Draft Hot Laps final wave of the night will be the 18. There he is, Chase Younghands out of Manhattan, Kansas, the 33-year-old. The Younghands Discount Liquor, Younghands Ranches Shop Quick, sponsored number 18. And our very final arrival of the night out of Wamego, Kansas, it's going to be Brandon Conkright. There he is in the Schroll Body and Paint Hessen Sun Salvage Film at 11. That's not a news channel, James. The Film at 11 Truck and Auto Accessories, Bud's Auto Service, sponsor 24 for Brandon Conkright.
So we've got Schroll and Schloop here this weekend as sponsors. Glad to have everybody here tonight. Again, 51 cars. Tyler Kuykendall, who's, I don't know, he's waiting patiently in his high school tonight for graduation there in Warsaw, Missouri. Congratulations to him. His car is here, by the way, and he hopes to make it maybe before.
Okay.
Too bad he's late. Do they still go in alphabetical order in graduation? Too bad they don't start with an A and he can just head right on out here.
He might be a valedictorian. He may have to give the speech. Yeah. All right, we're going to step aside for a set of commercial breaks. When we come back, All-Star Performance Time Trials. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing.
Welcome back to Lucas Oil Speedway, the Diamond of Dirt Tracks. As we can look at Rob Penrod on the flag stand here tonight. The track record here, well, we talked about it earlier. Garrett Alberson seems to hold every track record here in the Midwest, right? Whether it's in Nebraska, Iowa, it's here. 14.568 at Wheatland. Again, the new configuration, 3 and 4. The shelf is gone. Progressive banking, 1 and 2, they've even worked on it as well. So we'll see how it goes here tonight for the 45-lap Cowboy Classic. Up first will be the 12 car. The veteran comes to us out of Alton, Missouri. He's in the Krigler Timber Harvesting Royal Oak entry. That'll be the Longhorn Cornet of Scott Krigler. Followed by the top rookie, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year points leader out of Credit Kentucky, Josh Rice. The James Radcliffe Longhorn Vic Hill is sponsored by Glenwood Electric, MC Tank, Rice Excavating and Plumbing, Chain Locker, MGL Auto Sales, Jesse Insurance, Locker Construction, JR Motor Sales, Berea Collision, Counter Contracting, Big Al's Guns and Outdoors, and Clay Harris, the Longhorn Ricky Rydell, Wilkerson Farms, National Fragile X Foundation, Dunright Construction, Grower Irrigation, Universal Cabling Systems, 12 Kings Construction, and Palm Beach Coastal Strategies, DJ.
Good stuff. You got them all. Josh Rice goes atop the leaderboard after this first trio and their first lap. Second lap times going up. Scott Krigler's best lap, third quick, 1:5.954. Best lap for Josh Rice, 1:5.611. That's the time to beat. Clay Harris will be second quick. His best lap, 1:5.886 after your first trio. Josh Rice lays down the time to beat, 1:5.611.
Last year's Comp Cam's Rookie of the Year, Joe Gotze turning the wrenches on the 66 of Eli Ross out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. Followed by the 1X out of Richmond, Missouri. It'll be Aaron Morant. And then the 8 car, the Baby Bomber. Well, that'll be the 22 car, rather. That'll be Daniel Hilsebeck. Daniel Hilsebeck, he comes to us out of Earlham, Iowa. Up first will be Eli Ross. He's in the J. Hodge Chevrolet. Joe Gotze Racing, Peterson Fluid Systems, Maximum Oils, Longhorn by Stuckey Clements, followed by Aaron Morant. He's in the Summit Heating and Cooling, Burlington Auto Repair, Ashby Transport, Ricketts Mice Properties, and Main Street Auto Body, Longhorn Durham, and then the Hilsebeck Farms. 22 of Daniel Hilsebeck, last year's runner-up in the Rookie of the Year out of Earlham, Iowa.
So Daniel Hilsebeck will go fourth quick on lap number 1. Morant was third fastest. And Eli Ross second, and that's his best lap. Aaron Morant to the top of the leaderboard, 1:5.523 is always good here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Daniel Hilsebeck fourth quick, 1:5.740. It's now Aaron Morant, Josh Rice, Eli Ross, your top 3 after 6.
Make sure you get the Dirt Draft locked in. Pick the top 5 in the feature night. You've got $100,000 in money, play money to work with. Pick your top 5 in the Cowboy Classic. You could be a winner. Go to dirtdraft.com. Brendan Smith should be up next. Oh, it's the 8 car. That'll be Matthew Larson. He is out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. He's at the Longhorn Pro Power, TS Warehouse, Henco USA, and Fuel Factory. Followed by the 19M, it'll be Brendan Smith. He's out of Dade City, Florida. The JCM Motorsports, Yellowhammer Design and Construction, Sunoco Race Fuels, Big Daddy's Cattle, the Mercantile by Miller, Wicks Filters, Neon Bubbles Car Wash, Smith Speed Solutions, Rocket Durham, Brett Carroll, the crew chief on that car. And the 4X car, he's out of Lahoma, Oklahoma. That'll be Dallin Helm. Dallin Helm in the shopangryduck.com Swartz car with Pro Power for Dallin Helm in the 4X. Time to beat DJ Aaron Morant. 15.524.
Baby Bomber comes across the line. His first lap time, 7th quick for Matthew Larson. First lap for Brendan Smith, 4th quick, and Dallin Helm, not Dallin Murdy. Dallin Helm's first lap time, 9th fastest. Lap number 2, Matthew Larson. He's currently 8th. First lap was a 16.357. Second lap, he does not improve, stays 8th, and that's his best lap time. Brendan Smith stays 4th. His best lap is a 1:5.705, and Dallin Helm jumps up 1. He'll be 8th quick. His best lap is a 1:6.198 after 9 cars. Aaron Morant, the time to beat, 1:5.523.
And these drivers will be heats 1, 2, and 3 here tonight in the group qualifying. Up next should be the 11T car. That'll be Trevor Gundaker. He comes to us out of St. Charles, Missouri. The Woody Bogler Trucking Company, Midwest Sheet Metal, Advanced Racing Suspensions, Millard Family Chapels, Fast One Speed Shop, Performance Bodies, Longhorn with a Pro Power. Followed by the 76. It'll be Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton 5th in the points. He's out of Evans, Georgia. The Jason and Scott Riggs, Riggs Motorsports, Budweiser, Garta Southern, Riggs Fiber, Muscle Factory, Harco Construction, Big Dog Stump and Tree, RW Powell, Supply Chain Management, Dude Wipes, Ryder Cantilla, the crew chief on the Longhorn Clements, followed by Tony Jackson Jr. out of Lebanon, Missouri. In the Schloop Enterprises, All Guy Performance, Schaefer's Oil, Fox Shock, Swiss Springs, Merrill Bonding, Death Reach Opticians, Tim Douglas, the crew chief for the Longhorn. Jay Dickens for Tony Jackson Jr.
How about Trevor Gundaker to the top of the leaderboard, James, only to get trumped by Brandon Overton and Tony Jackson Jr. second quick. So your top 3 qualifiers all on the track right now. T-Rev, second lap time, third quick, 1:5.361. Second lap for Brandon Overton, not as good, 1:5.306. He's got the time to beat. Tony Jackson Jr. can't do it. He'll be second, 1:5.335. So there's your top 3 qualifiers. Brandon Overton, Tony Jackson Jr., and Trevor Gundaker after 12 cars.
Speaking of Gundaker, it's Gordy Gundaker up next. He's out of St. Charles, Missouri. The orange and white number 11. He's in the Oker Trucking LLC, JB Salvage, St. Louis Screw and Bolt, Vanilla Cycles, Checkered Customs, McKay Corporation, Dirt Parlor Podcast, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop. It's a Longhorn Clements. Followed by the Zero X out of Oliver, Missouri. It'll be Jason Civils, Jason and the Longhorn Durham, River Engineering, Ultra Force Machines, Midwest Sheet Metal, Synergy Suspension Technology, and Ricky Thornton Jr., the 20RT out of Chandler, Arizona, the Bobby and Jessica Kohler, Hoker Trucking, Knights Companies, Capital Waste, Coleman Farms Racing, Elite Ready Mix, Certified Inspection, Strange Oval, SI Towing and Recovery, Sunoco, Race Fuels, Anthony Burrows, the crew chief on the driver, currently 4th in the points, RTJ.
Gordy Gundaker going to be 5th quick on lap number 1. Jason Civilis is going to be Civils. Tried again, 13th quick on his first lap. And Ricky Thornton Jr. goes 9th fastest on lap number 1. Lap 2, Gordy is not as good, stays 5th, 1:5.554. Jason Civil, second lap, 13th quick, 1:6.136. And Ricky Thornton Jr. bumps up 2 spots to 7th quick, 1:5.626. 15 cars have attempted a lap. Brandon Overton, the time to beat, 1:5.306.
Let me guess, Adam March in turn 3. Got to be, right?
Has to be.
Just perfect, fantastic. What a job he does. It'll be the 1S car. Third in the points, DJ out of New Berlin, Illinois. It'll be Brandon Shepard of the Mark Richards Racing, Valvoline. Soybert Camp Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Performance Grading, Petrov Towing, Franklin Enterprises, Sunoco Race Fuels, Gunners Honey, Stas Marina Maintenance, Collins Brothers Towing, Danny White, the crew chief on the Rocket Durham, followed by Cameron Harris. He's out of Columbus, Mississippi, and the Rocket Jay Dickens, Columbia Incorporated, Advanced Logistics, Extreme Graphics, Griffin, a Center for Cosmetic Surgery. That's our first cosmetic surgery sponsor, by the way.
That is correct.
Goat Farm Posse. Wonder if the Goat Farm has had any cosmetic surgery. 32 car for Cam Harris and Jeff Herzog at Festus, Missouri. In the Longhorn Cornet, Dan Althoff Trucking, Stat Incorporated, Bloomsdale Bank, National Electrical Contracting Company, Painting Solutions, Walters Metal Fab, Final Finish, Blastings Powder Coating, Fixture Contracting Company, Presley's, yes.
Can't read your writing.
And yes,
Shep 11th quick, Cameron Harris 14th quick, Jeff Herzog 4th fastest. You think about that here for a second. Second and final lap time for Rocket 1 of Brandon Shepard. He jumps up to 5th quick, 1:5.439. Cameron Harris up to 13th, 1:5.885. Jeff Herzog's best lap, good enough for 4th quick, 1:5.376. Did you figure it out on Herzog?
Presley's Glass
Good job.
Company. We'll go with that. That's what it is. About Mason Oprah Kramer. Always a good time. It'll be the 93 car Mason Oberkramer out of Brosley, Missouri. He's in the Longhorn Scott Bailey. Oberkramer Tire, Premier Custom Homes, Premier Flat Work, Got Foam with a question mark. Mr. Amico, Midwest Sheet Metal 93, followed by Kyle Bronson out of Brandon, Florida, the KBM of Brandon, Race Car Engineering, LTX Home Builders, Boswell Oil, Michael Lloyd Hauling and Demolition, All Geyer Performance, Atomic Music Group LLC, Lucas Oil Products, Worcester's Equipment, Angry Elephant, Donnie Birdwell, the crew chief on the Rocket Clements, followed by the 93 of Corey Lawler. He's out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. His dad, Poncho Lawler, the crew chief on the Poncho's Racing Products, Reset Auto Sales, Sunoco Race Fuels, Longhorn Pro Power 93.
First lap time for Mason Oberkramer in his first race of the year, 11th fastest. Kyle Bronson will be 10th quick. Corey Lawler, remember he had a good qualifying lap at Eagle last Thursday. He's got another one. He is 8th fastest. Second lap time for Mason Oberkramer is 13th quick, best lap 1:5. 697. KB40 11th quick, 15670. And Corey Lawler does not improve on lap 2. He will be 8th with a 15608. A handful of drivers left in Group A. Brandon Overton, Tony Jackson Jr., Trevor Gundaker, still your top 3.
And so far, they're the pole sitters for the first 3 heats. Herzog, Shepard, Moran on the outside of those first 3 heats. Again, we got a ways to go yet. Well, we got 4 more to go. Chevy Boyer is coming up next. He's out of New Haven, Missouri. 1 star with the Lucas Oil Series. That was last year at 34 Raceway. American Family Insurance, Prather Images, Burwell Motorsports, Race Cars and Parts, Mike Robbie Productions, Alpha Tool Tech. That's a rocket with the Mullins, followed by Dalton Imhoff. He is out of Jamestown, Missouri, DJ. He's in the Black Diamond Mullins. Imhoff Construction, Dirt Track Specialist, Sherwin-Williams, Imhoff Farms. Also on the track in the 5S, out of Ashland, Illinois, Colby Vandenberg, the Rocket Pro Power, Shepherd Auto Recycling, Valvoline, Dennis G. Woodworth, Attorney at Law, Realtree, and Paulson Stussy Construction, 5S for Brandon Shepherd Racing.
Chevy Boyer, 19th quick on lap 1. Dalton Imhoff, 21st fastest. Colby Vandenberg, 16th quick. Drivers trying to get into the top 6 to get themselves on the front row of heats 1, 2, and 3 tonight. Chevy Boyer, second lap better. 16th, 15816. Lap 2 for Dalton Imhoff, 22nd. 16158 is his best lap, and Colby Vandenberg jumps back up to 16th. His best lap time is a 15766. They're still gunning for Brandon Overton's quick lap of 15306. And the 6th fastest driver, James, the last driver on the front row of a heat race, Aaron Morant with a 15523.
Should have 1 more to go here. I believe, yes, in Group A, which will be heats 1, 2, and 3, as you just said, USA 128. It'll be Kylan Garner. He's out of Neosho, Missouri. He's in the AK Race Cars Modco. Go ahead and say it, DJ. The Shiny Heine Truck Wash
our
is
favorite.
back. Double down asphalt. Carter Motorsports, Stack Products, Carter Wealth Management, Phase 2 Technology sponsor Kylan Garner in the Shiny Heine USA 128.
His father-in-law Chris Hawkins not here this weekend. Hawkins with a few wins here lately. He's been running a spec motor, limited late model motor here in recent weeks. Kylan Garner going to go 20th quick. His first lap time is a 1:05.901. Needs to find a good half second if he's going to find himself on the front row of a heat race. Here this evening, second trip around for the USA 128 is better, but not good enough. He'll be 18th quick with a 1:05.862, and that's a wrap on All-Star Performance Time Trials for Group A. And as is the case every single time we come to Wheatland, Missouri, it is a grab bag of drivers inside the top 10. Overton, Jackson, and Gundaker of the Trevor variety. We'll start on the pole of heats 1, 2, and 3. Then it's Jeff Herzog, Brandon Shepherd, and Aaron Morant joining them on the front row. Gordy Gundaker, Corey Lawler, Josh Race, and Ricky Thornton Jr. going to round out the top 10 here in Group A.
So for the top 6 from Missouri, the Show Me State.
The Show Me State
Show Me the Speed. I'd like to thank Ace Door and Hauling and Rigging, coming on board as the sponsor for the Show Me 100. The 34th time here Saturday night, 75,000 to win. This is step number 1. Again, the top 18 from the combined tonight and tomorrow night. They are locked into the show. Don't forget, we have the Midwest Sheet Metal Challenge race will be coming up. By the way, Tyler Kuykendall won that a year ago. So again, he's trying to make it here tonight after graduating high school in Warsaw, Missouri. Up first will be the 18 car here in Group B. These will be heats 4, 5, and 6. That'll be Shannon Parker. He's out of Ashdown, Arkansas. He's with the Parker Truck Repair, Buster Roberts Racing, Red River Oil, Team 5 Enterprises, Integra Shocks Custom Graphics Rocket with a Pro Power, followed by Brendan Willard. He's out of Lebanon, Missouri. He's in the All Guy Performance, Icon Graphic and Apparel, Midwest Sheet Metal, Willard Asphalt, Schaefer's Racing with Aerial Advantages, Longhorn with a Vic Hill for Willard, followed by the 1/4 J. That'll be Jackson Ertl. He's out of Neosho, Missouri. The Ron's Trailer, Goodman Trust Company, Wildcat Automotive, 3D Tank Service. That's Longhorn Durham for Jackson Ertl.
Shannon Parker, 15.875. Brendan Willard better, 15.816. What's Jackson Ertl got? 16.199. Lap 2, Shannon Parker, not as good. He's second quick, 15875. Brennan Willard, top the leaderboard. 1.5816 is his best lap. What's Jackson Ertl got on lap number 2? He has got a time that is not as good, and he will stay third quick with a 1.6.199. So Brennan Willard, the early time to beat here in Group B with a 1.5.816.
It'll be Caden Klatt up next. DJ's out of Edina, Missouri. He's in the McCaig Millard Companies. Got it right? McVickers, Misty Valley Farms, Millard Family Chapels, Clyburn Tank Lines, Truck Towing, and Pyro Signs. It's the Longhorn Pro Power, followed by RC Whitwell, the 96. He's out of Tucson, Arizona, and the Longhorn Shepherd Racing Engines entry, Abercrombie Vineyards, not Abreu Vineyard.
Not Abercrombie and Fitch.
No, not that either. Precision Chassis Development, Hoskins Contracting, Bill Henderson Racing, Team 19 Motorsports, and Brian Rickman out of Columbus, Mississippi, the Advanced Logistics, Huck's Place, Go Farm Posse, Griffin Center for Cosmetic Surgery, Rocket with a J. Dickens for Car 90.
What if I told you RC Whitwell went to the top of the leaderboard, 1.5706. Caden Klatt second, Brian Rickman fifth. Lap 2, Caden Klatt not as good. His best lap's a 1.5786. Lap 2 for RC better, 1.5662, and the second lap time for Brian Rickman not as good. He'll be fifth quick with a 15.999. How about it? He's fast in just about anything he drives. RC Whitwell, the time to beat after 6 cars with a 1.5.662.
Brandon Overton still the quickest overall, DJ, 15.306. Up next will be the 60 car. He was third in last year's Rookie of the Year standings, right now 13th in the points out of Lakeshore, Minnesota. That'll be Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert in the James Trantina, Collins Brothers Towing of St. Cloud, Minnesota. Minnesota Truck Headquarters, Amsoil Christensen Group Insurance, Shaw Trucking. That's a Rocket Durham, followed by Reggie Jackson. And his Lucas Oil debut in a 2013 Rocket, Dustin Jarrett.
Oh, my.
Out of Lebanon, Missouri, Potter Racing Engine, Elite Auto Complex, Five Hands Meat Company, Mid-Missouri Stockyards, also S&S Lawn Service, Harris & Sons Racing, Norris Logging, Geno's Recycling, and Michael McMahon Bail Bonds. Followed by Jonathan Davenport out of Blairsville, Georgia, two-time Show Me 100 winner in the East Door and Halligan Rigging, Nutrient Solutions, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin Automotive, Makeup Plumbing of the Carolinas, Longhorn tonight with a Clements.
You think?
Under the hood. Yes, it is a Clements.
Okay.
Corey Fosfield, the crew chief, on 49.
Good job, Dan Ebert, 6th quick. Reggie Jackson, 8th fastest. No surprise. Jonathan Davenport to the top of the leaderboard, 15.346. Dan Ebert, second lap, not as good. He'll be 7th quick with a 1.6110. Reggie Jackson, lap number 2, 9th quick, 1.7299. And Jonathan Davenport now has the time to beat in Group B, 1.5.346 for the driver of the 49.
Still Overton overall, 15.306. Up next will be the two-time and defending Show Me 100 winner, two-time Outlaw champion. It'll be Bobby Pierce. He's out of Oakwood, Illinois. He's in the Low Voltage Solutions, Rio Grande Waste Services, Churchill Transport, Collins Brothers Towing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carnegie Towing, Fort Knox Safes and Vault, First Farmers Bank and Trust. That's a Longhorn Vic Hill, followed by Dylan McCowan, two-time modified champion here at Wheatland. He is second in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase out of Urbana, Missouri. He is in the Midwest Sheet Metal, BLC Transportation, Sonic America's Driving, Empire Energy, Pomeroy Services, Mel Hamilton Ford. That's along with the Scott Bailey, Riley Duncan, the crew chief there, and Rob Blair turning the wrenches on the Brad Spochaz, Longhorn Clements for Max Blair, Riggs Fiber, Creekside Auto Sales, C&J Dairy, Murphy's Logging, Virgili Iron and Steel, Ultimate Auto Group, Andy's Towing, Tavern 618, The Gable Inn, and Lakeside Auto, number 111.
Bobby Pierce, second quick. Dylan McCowan, 4th fastest. Max Blair, 3rd quick. So how about that? Lap number 2. What's BP got? Does he have anything for Davenport? He does not. Second quick, 1.5417. McCowan, 4th quick, 1.5588, and Max Blair improves on lap 2, but he stays 3rd with a 1.5548. After 12 cars, it's now Jonathan Davenport, Bobby Pierce, Max Blair, your top 3.
Well, he's on the pole of the 16 right now, right, Blair? Let's give that hold on to it. So right now, Davenport, Pierce, Blair, pole. Heats 4, 5, and 6. McCowan, Whitwell, Klatt on the outside, but there's a long way to go here in Group B. It'll be Chris Simpson. Up next, the 32 car. He's out of Oxford, Iowa. He's in the Hoker Trucking, C&J Trucking, Dirt Pro Incorporated, Carmody Services, Hot Rod Septic Treatment, Sunoco Race Fuels, Randy Davidson Trucking, Longhorn Durham, followed by the 3S. It'll be Brian Shirley. He's out of Chatham, Illinois, 7th in the Lucas Oil points. He is in the Thomason Express, Hoker Trucking, All Guy Performance, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, Cheap Cars, J&J Gaming, J&E Construction, Anthony Martin, the crew chief for the Longhorn Durham, and Hudson O'Neill, the current Midwest Sheet Metal Points leader, Martinsville, Indiana, the Todd and Vicky Burns, Longhorn Clements tonight, Big River Steel, Subsurface of Indiana, Wheeler Metals, Marital Bonding, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, O'Neill Salvage, Beam and Lumber, Lineal Contracting, Indiana USSSA, Batch Pit Softball, Sunoco, Race Fuels 71.
5th quick for Chris Simpson, 7th quick for Brian Shirley, 2nd quick for Hudson O'Neill, and he is just 3/100ths of a second off Davenport's time. Chris Simpson, 6th fastest, 1:5.629. Brian Shirley, 8th quick, 1:5.681. What does Hud have on lap number 2? He does not quite have fast time. He'll stay 2nd quick, 1:5.375. Davenport, O'Neill, Pierce. Now the top 3 after 15 cars here in Group B.
Aren't they the top 3 in the country right now after Dirt on Dirt this past week? Hudson O'Neill, your new number 1 driver. Then I think it's Pierce, Davenport, and those are the top 3, right? They're top 3 in this one.
I think so.
I think so. I know a website. Neil Baggety's up next to 21 Triple XDG. Out of Columbus, Mississippi, the Doug's Auto, Advanced Logistics, Goat Farm Posse, RTC Recovery, Griffin's Center for Cosmetic Surgery, Extreme Graphics, Rocket J. Dickens, followed by Clay Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. He's in the Fiber Tech Laser Cutting, Graphic Arts Express, Extreme Graphics, Advanced Powder Coating, Morey Transit. Also, Lone Star Super Gas. That's a Longhorn by Stuckey Clements, followed by Carson Ferguson, the Paler Motorsports Longhorn Clements, Hoopall Grading Company, Coleman Farms Racing, Triple Electric, Solidify Concrete Floor, Buddy's Wrecker, Matt Man Designs, Pro Fabrication, Pilot Risk Management Consultant, 93.
13th quick for Neil Baggett, 15th fastest for Clay Stuckey, and 7th quick for Carson Ferguson on lap number 1. Lap 2, the 21 Triple X, former Mississippi State Championship Series champion. Neil Baggett 8th quick, better lap, 1:5.652. Clay Stuckey 15th, 1:6.045 is his best lap, and Carson Ferguson will stay 7th quick, 1:5.644. 18 drivers have now qualified. Jonathan Davenport, the time to beat in Group B, 1:5.346.
It'll be Chase Younghands up next to the 18 car. He's out of Manhattan, Kansas. He's in the Younghands Motorsports, Bozard Ford Lincoln out of St. Augustine, Florida. Younghands Ranches, Sunoco Race Fuels, CJR Motors, and Paulson Stussy Rocket with a Clements, followed by Devin Moran, the defending series champion out of Dresden, Ohio. The Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornette, Big River Steel, Millwood Plumbing, C&W Trucking, Phillips CPA, Bomac, Holland Askels, Northeastern Fabrication, Anthony's Pizza, CarSourceAuto.com, Mason Services, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Elliott Farms PB's Record Service, Chuck Kimball, the crew chief on that car, Zach Houston turning the wrenches on the 58 out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, Garrett Alberson, the Ken and Beth Roberts, Low Voltage Solutions, Sunoco Race Fuels, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Bill Sports Shop, Romer Machine and Welding, Brack Properties, Mitchell Ranch, Sims Family Racing, Nutrient Solutions, Longhorn, Clements for the 58.
Younghands 11th, Moran 12th, Alberson 2nd quick, 1:5.350. Second lap time for Chase Younghands, not as good. He'll stay 12th, 1:5.691. What's Moran got on lap number 2? Not as good, 13th, 1:5.705. And Garrett Alberson, not quite. He is 4/1,000ths of a second off Davenport. Alberson 2nd quick with a 1:5.350. James, just 5 drivers left to qualify here in Group B.
Right now, Heat 4 would be Davenport and Pierce on the front row. How about that?
Huh.
Heat 5 would be Alberson and Blair. Heat 6 would be O'Neill and Simpson. All right, it's Chris Ferguson.
McCowan.
I'm sorry, Dylan McCowan in the 8 car.
There you go.
The 20, Dylan McCowan will be 6th. He would be outside row number 1 at Heat 6. It'll be Chris Ferguson, the 2022 Shelby 100 winner to Mount Holly, North Carolina. The Brian Connor Live Oak Aesthetic, Schaefer's Oil, Fast Laps, Open Hearts, Heckles Plumbing, Animal Care Clinic, Splits, Vanilla Cyclers, Victory Seat, Gentry Used Auto Parts. It's a Stinger Clements, followed by Ryan Johnson out of Aurora, Missouri. The David Johnson Construction, Underground Concrete, Ozarks Business Service, Brown's Construction, Longhorn, Modco, and Steve Stoltz, Peoria, Arizona. The Dirt Incorporated Grading and Pad Work, Alpine Stars, 5-star shop service, Don Hagen Trucking, King Dino Longhorn with a Klein engine.
16th quick for Chris Ferguson. 14th for Steve Stoltz. Fergie's second lap, 16th, best lap, 1.5.804. Ryan Johnson, 18th, 1.5830. And Stoltz's best lap is 14th quick, 1.5771. 2 drivers left to qualify, and I think only one of them is here, and that is Brandon Conkright. Tyler Kuykendall busy graduating high school this evening.
He's got his uniform on under his
cap and gown. Maybe he's got his. Maybe he is.
Cap and gown, yes.
Maybe he's got his uniform on over his cap and gown.
Can I go ahead and turn the tassel? I'm ready to go. Brandon Conkright. He's out of. Is it Wamego? Wamego, Kansas. I can read your writing. Oh, now we got.
Yeah, there you go. I just updated for you. There you go. Okay.
Troll Body and Paint. Film at 11. Truck and Parts Performance Accessories. Okay. Bud's Auto Service, right? You got that. That's a Rocket Pro Power for Brandon Conkright in his debut in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The last car in the pit area here tonight.
You can read my handwriting better than you can read your own. 24th quick for the Wamego, Kansas driver on lap number 1. Brandon Conkright, 1.6.503. And we will give him one final lap as he exits corner number 4, and that'll be a wrap on All-Star Performance Time Trials this evening. Conkright's second and final lap, a little better. He'll stay 24th, 1.6.467. So that does it here tonight. Jonathan Davenport, the quickest in All-Star Performance Time Trials Group B, 1.5346. Alberson second, Hudson O'Neal third, Bobby Pierce, Max Blair, Dylan McCowan. If those times hold up, those drivers will start on the front row of heat races 4, 5, and 6 here this evening. Then it was Simpson, Ferguson, Fagan, and Whitwell rounding out the top 10. All right, so we will step aside for a set of commercial breaks, and we come back. Opening ceremonies. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the 13th Annual Cowboy Classic, and you're watching it all live here on Flow.
Hey, this is Garrett Alberson. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series on FloRacing.
ARP manufactures the ultimate fasteners from the best raw materials using cold forged technology. Family owned and made in the USA. Quality always comes first. For whatever extreme category you're in, it's always ARP-bolts.com.
Racecar Engineering is your single source supplier for all your racing equipment. Dirt, asphalt, drag strip, street rod, or off-road. Their experts can keep you on the track and in the lead no matter what type of racing you do. Hundreds of brands, thousands of parts. Find them online at racecareng.com or call them toll free at 800-882-7231 and make sure to ask for your free catalog. That's Racecar Engineering, 800-882-7231.
You have to fight to pull ahead, to find your edge, to do whatever it takes to make you 1/10 of a second faster, smarter, more committed than the other guy, because you've got the kind of passion that can overcome the impossible. And we've got the most powerful performance race fuel available to help you do it. Sunoco Race Fuels. Take the lead.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by FloRacing, your #1 source for all things racing. By Summit Racing Equipment, let's build it together. And by Sunoco Race Fuels, race fuel for the street. Welcome back to the Diamond of Dirt Tracks here as we kick off the Show Me 100 weekend presented by Ace Door and Hauling and Rigging with the 13th Annual Cowboy Classic. And it's time to get underway with this evening's opening ceremonies. So we'll send it trackside down to our good friend, Mr. Doug Neff.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Memorial Weekend, and we want to pay tribute to those who have served and those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. So at this time, if you are a veteran and have served in the U.S. military, whether it be the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, or Coast Guard, please stand at this time and be recognized for your service. If you would, please join those heroes standing among you here tonight. Remove your cap. Before we get started, we have some news from our Lucas family. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier today, the news came across that Kyle Busch, age 41, had lost his life today. Kyle, who piloted the Lucas Oil NASCAR entry for a number of years, he won 234 NASCAR Series wins with 63 Cup victories and a two-time champion of the NASCAR Series. We would like to, at this time, have a moment of silence for Kyle Busch. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your caps for our invocation. Tonight, Racers for Christ and Reverend Alan Perkins.
Let's pray. Father, I know that the Busch family has heavy hearts tonight in their loss, and we pray that you would just comfort them and comfort all the fans and friends. We pray also, Lord, we ask you to keep this place safe tonight, all the drivers and the crew members, the safety officials, anyone in and around this track. We thank you for bringing us here safely, and we pray, Lord, that you'll take us back to our abode safely. Lord, we just ask you to bless the Lucas family and their sponsors. We pray that you bless their businesses and for providing this for us. And Lord, we thank you for a wonderful night. We ask you, if you will, just hold off the rain for a while. And Lord, we just ask that you would bless the men and women who have served and are serving in our armed forces. And Lord, we still with heavy heart look at this nation and say we need your help. We ask for your help tonight. And we thank you for this great United States of America. Thank you in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Please remain standing. Remove your hats, put your hands to your heart for the performing of our national anthem. Tonight, Summer Aziz of Fairgrove, Missouri.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to send it worldwide and FloRacing here tonight, it is time as we're going to send it to Dustin Jarrett, James Essex, and Ben Shelton. Before we do, Lucas Oil Speedway, we always say we have the best fans in the stands. It's time to answer the question, are you ready for late models tonight? Up to the illustrious voice, James Essex.
What? The illustrious.
You were the immortal
You know
one
we're
last year.
worldwide tonight? You know, we are worldwide. Hey, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Tomorrow night, we will have the salute to Don and Billy Gibson, the original founders of the Show Me 100 back in 1993 down in West Plains, Missouri, won by Billy Moyer. And Saturday night, $75,000 a win bin.
James, it occurs to me, if there is an adjective that starts with an I, it describes you, my friend. We put it in front of your name. Hey, real quick, guys, I want to tell you, racetrack looks really good. The overcast, the cool conditions obviously helped today, but racetrack's looking good. It's got a few patches that are starting to slick up, but a lot of traction and a nice cushion on both ends.
Here we go. The winner of this race will start on the Bilstein Shocks pole here tonight. This is Penske Shocks heat number 1. It'll be your real fast qualifier. The Budweiser 76 out of Evans, Georgia. It's Brandon Overton. And on the outside of Festus, Missouri, how about Jeff Herzog in 11?
Row 2 on the inside out of St. Charles, Missouri in the 11G. That'll be Gordy Gundaker, and on his outside out of Chandler, Arizona, the 20RT is Ricky Thornton Jr.
How about pull to Mike Norris? How about it for Mason Oberkramer? He's at the 93 out of Rosalie, Missouri. And Colby Vandenberg in the Brandon Shepard Racing 5S. He's out of Ashland, Illinois.
Inside row number 4, one of the trio of members of the Goat Farm Posse with us this weekend. That'll be Columbus, Mississippi's Cameron Harris in the 32. Jason Civils out of Bolivar, Missouri in the 0X. And the baby bonner, Matthew Larson, in the number 8. He's out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. 9 cars, 8 laps, top 3 transfer. The winner starts on the Bilstein pole here tonight. James, they're going to go green flag racing in the Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging starting zone.
Brandon Overton's looking for his first series win of the year in 76. Leads him into 1. On the bottom, works the 11. That is Gordy Gundaker out of 2 down the back straightaway. So the 76, a pair of 11s behind him, Gundaker and Herzog. And Brandon Overton will lead lap 1 in the Riggs Motorsports 76.
And don't look now, Mason Oberkramer trying to come up through the field on the bottom in his first appearance of the year. And Ricky Thornton Jr. already trying to pound the outside of the racetrack in the newly wrapped 20RT for Bobby and Jessica Kohler. He's on the outside, Oberkramer on the inside. Both those drivers right now, 1 spot out of a transfer, 2 in the book, 6 to go.
Brandon Overton out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking to sit on the Bilstein Shocks pole here tonight. 19 career wins. His last win was last May at Circle City in Indianapolis, who, by the way, is live on Flow here tonight for the USAC National Sprint Car Series. And Overton right now leads him into 1. Look at Ricky Thornton Jr. working the top of the 20RT. He started 4th. He's going for 2nd on the outside of Gordy Gundaker.
And he's got a good run on the outside of the racetrack, does Ricky Thornton Jr. They're both starting to close in a little bit. James, on your race leader, the 76 of Brandon Overton.
Whoa, and Trevor Gundaker is going to bring out, that is Herzog. And that will bring out a Hellraiser Jack's caution for the driver running in the 4th spot out of Festus, Missouri, the veteran Jeff Herzog. So our first caution tonight. By the way, thanks to Tim Sheets and Chrissy Hensley from Hellraiser Jack's. $500 bonus coming up here on Saturday night. They already sponsored the halfway challenge. Well, we're going to add $500 courtesy of Hellraiser Jack's, thanks to Tim and Chrissy, Saturday night.
Of course, the Hellraiser Jack's Pit Crew Challenge moving to the North-South 100 this year, so we'll look forward to that in August. It's been on this weekend the last couple of seasons, and again, a big thank you goes out to them, and who knows what the winner of that might take home in 2026.
$10,000 to Rocket 1.
I think Chrissy just kept spending Tim's money is what it was. I think she kept handing money out to guys.
Hey, Hellraiser Jack's, the best in the business, DJ, made in the USA. Tim down there in North Carolina does a great job. I love his videos. I mean, it wears me out watching his videos as hard as that guy works, right? It's like 24/7.
That's right.
And he's on a NASCAR pit crew as well. All right, Overton with the lead, DJ. Halfway through here in heat number 1, Thornton and Overton, as they come out of turn 4, back underway at the Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging restart zone into 1, DJ.
Thornton swung way high down in turns 3 and 4 and trying to make it pay dividends and get him around on the outside of Gordy Gundaker in that battle for 2nd. They go side by side through turns 3 and 4. No surprise, Gordy Gundaker on the inside. No surprise, Ricky Thornton Jr. on the outside.
Move over, shelf off in 3 and 4. They're trying to go 3 wide. Gundaker on the bottom.
Gordy's good.
Gordy Gundaker on the bottom. They're trying to go 3 wide. Thornton stays back there in 3rd. We have a new leader off of turn number 4 down the straightaway. 2 to go. It's still Overton. Gundaker. Is this the first of 6 heats?
It is.
The first race of the weekend is a dandy. They're side by side for the lead at turn 3.
Well, this place race is really good when it's on, and it is on right now. Throw a blanket over the top 3. Barron's Performance, 1 to go. Final time around. It was Overton by half a cat's whisker.
Overton drifts up the track. Here comes Thornton. Here comes Gordy on the bottom. Down the back straightaway. Thornton looks through the middle. We got a battle for lead. Who's going to win it coming off of 4? on who's going to win on the pole tonight. Oh, baby, look out, DJ.
Alex Overton, Gundaker, Thornton Jr. Are you kidding me? Lucas Oil Speedway, how about that first Penske Shocks heat race?
Are you kidding me?
You almost had your 3-wide finish right there. They were pretty darn close. Third spot goes to Ricky Thornton Jr. Second goes to Gordy Gundaker. And the winner of Penske Shocks Heat Race number 1 out of Evans, Georgia, the Budweiser, Garnto Southern, Riggs Fiber, Supply Chain Management, Hardco Construction, RW Powell Construction, Big Dog Stump and Tree, Muscle Factory, ERG Roofing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Dude Wipe sponsored number 76. He'll start on the Bill Stein pole here tonight. How about it for big sexy Brandon Overton?
Brandon Overton picks up his 11th Simpson Race Products Heat Race win of the year. Comes in Penske Shocks Heat 1. Hey, man, that's just an average heat race. How tough was that, dude?
It was every damn where. I could see him coming down the backstretch on the screen. I said, shit, one's low, one's high. Yeah, obviously we need to go work on it a little bit. Gordy's hell in that bottom. He always is. So we'll take it. We got a good starting spot. Let's go here and work on her and keep her up front.
All right, he's got the smile. How about it? Brandon Overton. He will be your Bill Stein pole sitter tonight, guys. Summit Racing Equipment, Heat 2. The bar has been set high.
He got Dale Jr.'s approval this week on that car. So, hey, Richard Turner, Eric Turner, Chase Turner. All the Turners.
That's right.
What a job. Hey, we've got 5 more heats, DJ. Go right ahead.
Everybody but Tina Turner. Here we go. We've got Summit Racing Heat 2. Tony Jackson Jr. starting on the pole, and on his outside out of New Berlin, Illinois, in the Rocket 1, it's going to be Brandon Shepard.
It'll be Corey Lawler, the 93 car. He's out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. And Kyle Bronson, back in Missouri, 5-time Lucas Oil winner. He's out of Brandon, Florida in 40B.
Row 3 is going to be Dade City, Florida's Brendan Smith, and the Colton Miller JCM Motorsports 19M on his outside out of New Haven, Missouri. The 18-year-old, that's Chevy Boyer, in the 25B. And your final starter is going to be the 6 of Jupiter, Florida's Clay Harris, is James Dalton Imhoff is a scratch in the 96. So 7 cars going to run 8 laps. And if this one is half as good as the last one, we are in for a treat. The race car engineering pace truck is already making its way to the infield.
Tony Jackson Jr. to Sloop 56, the Rocket 1 of Brandon Shepard, the East Door and Hauling and Rigging start zone. Here at the Diamond and Dirt Tracks, 1 in the books, 5 heat races to go. The winner of this one starts inside row 2 tonight in the 45 lap Cowboy Classic.
Tony Jackson Jr.'s got a pair of wins at Springfield a few months ago, trying to get one here at Wheatland this evening, but Brandon Shepard going to get the early advantage. Here comes TJJ. Here comes KB40. It's going to be Rocket 1 after 1.
Into turn number 1, Tony Jackson Jr. Out at turn number 2, Bronson working the bottom. Tim Douglas now turning the wrenches of the 56 car. Donnie Birdwell on the 40B, and of course the trio there with Danny White leading the way as the crew chief on the Rocket 1 into 1, and they're going to go side by side at turn number 2.
Look at that good race. Tony Jackson Jr. on the inside, Brandon Shepard on the outside. Billy Moyer told me once, nobody waters a racetrack better than Mother Nature. Well, she did her job this week. Nearly 8 inches of rain falling here in Wheatland, Missouri earlier in the week, and Tony Jackson Jr. trying to take advantage of it down the backstretch.
What a run for 56. Well, Missouri has gotten Terry Phillips and Peyton Looney have won the Show Me Wonder. What a drive. They're side by side at a 1.
Oh, and Corey Lawler
into Hunt. Jackson takes the lead. Can we go triple box, Tiffany? I'm not sure, but they're 2x2 out of 4. And right now, TJJ with the lead at the Hellraiser Jacks. No, we're past the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. Let's run 4 more laps. No, we're going to run 3 more. Here comes Corey Lawler.
He's moving. He is looking good.
Poncho's kid is flying in 93.
Down on the inside, that's the place to be. You know, if this inside stays good, Max Blair's looking at his chops right now. Right here comes Corey Lawler in 93. Tony Jackson Jr. stays out front. Now less than 2 to go. Corey Lawler's got a run on the Rocket 1 of Brandon Shepard. Barrett's Performance, 1 to go.
This is going to go down to the end. Lawler goes for second after car link back to Shepard. Tony Jackson Jr. battle into turn number 2 for second. Right now, 4th is Bronson. The top 3 advance. Down the back straightaway. Lawler going for second. But Tony Jackson Jr., Dustin, can he hold the lead out of turn 4?
He will. He'll grab the win here in Summit Racing. Heat number 2 in second spot. Give it to Corey Lawler by half a cat's whisker at the line. Brandon Shepard with the third and final transfer over Bronson, Harris, Smith, Boyer, and Imhoff. So Shep finishes third, Lawler finishes second, and there's your winner. He'll start third tonight. It's going to be the driver of the Schloop Enterprises, Bilstein Shock Sunoco Race Fuels All-Geyer Performance, number 56 out of Lebanon, Missouri, Tony Jackson Jr.
And DJ's got your favorite helmet on. He's got a Buffalo Bills helmet. I know that makes you happy to see Bills Nation get it done. Tony Jackson Jr. wins Summit Racing Equipment Heat number 2. He'll start in the third spot tonight. Tony, how about that one, man? This hot rod is rolling. How good does it feel to run this well here close to home?
Man, it feels good. You know, I've run good here a lot. I just, man, this race is so big to win this whole weekend. But I just want to thank Tim, Kevin Rumley, Steve Arpin, them guys. This is a brand new race car. It's first laps on it, so pretty pleased so far.
Don't touch anything on it. This thing was fast, guys. Tony Jackson Jr., 5-time Mars champion, 2-time MLRA champion, and he's going to try to become a first-time Show Me 100 champion. He picks up the win in heat number 2.
Hey, Ben, how about Corey Lawler at the line, gets second?
Yeah, I tell you what, man. And I tell you what, we're going to get the official over to give Tony a pushback. Lawler was rolling. I think they better all hope that be glad that checkered flag dropped, because Corey was coming in a hurry. And you know what? You want to talk about a team that has paid his dues over and over. Him and his dad out here. You got to love runs like that.
It just reminds me of Colton Flinner back when he won Rookie of the Year, and it was just him and his dad, Mark, the late Mark Flinner, and just a box trailer is all they had. All right, here we go. Cool at Tech Heat number 3. The winner starts inside row 3. Every Gunbaker has been on the track tonight except for Kevin and Tammy.
I would like to see Kevin get back out on the track.
One of their sons, Trevor, he's on the inside of row number 1 out of St. Charles, Missouri. And another Show Me State driver, he is out of Richmond, Missouri. That is Aaron Moran in the 1X.
It's all ones all the time at the front of the field. It's going to be Josh Rice on the inside of row 2 and the Ratliff Racing number 11. He's out of Crittenden, Kentucky. And on his outside, already 6 wins this year for the number 66 out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. That is Eli Ross.
It'll be Daniel back in the 22 car, Laverlam, Iowa. Kylan Garner, can he put in the show? The USA 128 out of Neosho, Missouri.
And your final 2 starters is going to be Scott Krigler, the veteran in the number 12 on the inside of row 4, and on his outside out of Lahoma, Oklahoma. In the 4X, that's Dallin Helm. Again, 8 cars, 8 laps, top 3 transfer. Cool at Thermotech Heat 3. The winner of this one starts 5th.
I'd like to thank Race Car Engineering, back as our pace truck here in 2026, serving the racing community since 1998, including asphalt, dirt, drag racing, hot rod, performance, and more. Go to racecareng.com.
I tell you what, some guys in this one with some regional success, and of course Josh Rice leading the Raleigh Auto Parts Rookie of the Year battle. He's out on the road with the Lucas Oil Series this year, but 3-time defending Northern All-Star champion. As you know, James, he's got Eli Ross out there in cart number 66, last year's Comp Cam Super Dirt Series Rookie of the Year, and then Kylan Garner in the 128 back in row 3, back-to-back Revival Dirt Late Model Series champion. A lot of regional success represented here in Heat 3.
Absolutely good call out there, Ben. We're going to see which one of those guys gets it done. An eclectic mix of drivers, dare I say. In Cool at Thermotech Heat 3, Ace Duran Hauling and Rigging starting zone. Green flag flies. We're underway.
If you enjoy this action, come on out the next 2 nights, right? Beautiful facility race in a 3 wide out of 2, baby. Down the back straightaway, Rice for the lead. First time here at Lucas Oil Speedway for the 2-time Ralph Latham Memorial winner, trying to win his 2nd Lucas Oil Heat of the Year. But here comes Aaron Moran in the 1X.
Moran really, really good here when he runs with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Had a great run last year here in the Show Me 100. Now Josh Rice trying to stay out front side by side for the 3rd spot. That's the final transfer. On the right side of the screen, Daniel Hilsebeck with a run on Trevor Gunbaker.
Hilsebeck, the 22 car, last year's runner-up in the O'Reilly Auto Parts, stumbles a little bit down the back straightaway. Eli Ross, you mentioned last year's Comp Cam's Rookie of the Year. Joe Gotze turning the wrenches on that car. Grandson of the Hall of Famer Ray Gotze, who's watching tonight back in Indiana as they head into turn number 1. it is still Josh Rice. Not bad for the first time here. A lot of tracks he'll see for the first time this year. Right now, about a 5-car length lead into 3, DJ.
Yeah, 0.7 of a second was the advantage last time by. Hellraiser Jack's halfway this time by for Josh Rice. Morant second. Trevor Gundaker hangs on to third. Best battle on the track is the one on your screen. That's the battle for fifth. Eli Ross had it last time by in that white 66. The black 12 is Scott Krigler trying to take it away.
Out of turn number 4, 3 laps to go. Again, the top 3 fans. We've got 6 already in the show. Pivotal heat number 4 is coming up next. That will have Jonathan Davenport and Bobby Pierce on the front rows. They head down the back straightaway. Here comes Trevor Gundaker. His brother already in. He was second in heat number 1. But right now, it is all Josh Rice out in front.
Yeah, Rice actually pulling away in this one, James. This has been, dare I say, the least entertaining heat race. And I use my air quotes on that because you got 3 cars right there under a blanket for second, third, and fourth. But Rice making mincemeat of the field in this one. Barron's Performance 1 to go, final time around. You're looking back on the right side of your screen for second, third, and fourth.
You don't like this. I don't know what to tell you, right? Here they come. That battle for that final spot. Hilsebeck right now in 4th. But right now, it is all Josh Rice out of Crittenden, Kentucky. The Ratliff 11 for the win, DJ.
He's going to get it done here in Coolett Thermotech heat race number 3. Aaron Morant will hang on for second, and Trevor Gundaker picks up that final transfer spot, followed by Hilsebeck, Ross, Garner, Krigler, and Helm. So third goes to T-Rev. Trevor Gundaker. Second will go to the 1X. That's Aaron Morant. And the winner of Coolett Thermotech heat race number 3 is the driver out of Crittenden, Kentucky, and that JRR Motor Sales, JRR Trucking, MC Tank, Glenwood Electric, MGL Auto Sales, Race Excavating, C&K Trucking, Big Al's Guns, Keltner Contracting sponsored. Number 11, it's going to be the 26-year-old, and he will start 5th here tonight. How about it for Josh Rice?
Well, Tony Jackson Jr. got his first series heat race win of the year in the last heat. In this one, Josh Rice gets his first of the year. 24 different drivers have won a Simpson Race Products heat race win this year. And for Josh Rice, man, this team's been making gains, taking their lumps along the way. Josh, first time here, you looked like a pro, dude. You went off and hid. Is there anywhere you compare this place to anywhere you've ever raced?
No, I don't think so, but, man, I got a good car right now. Justin, if you haven't checked your phone yet, Justin Ratliff, check it, because I told him right before then, I was like, I think I've got a really good car, and see if we can keep it up front. Just can't thank all my guys. Zach, come on board with us this week, Dan and Snack. They've been really fun to work with, and if we can just stay consistent now, I think we'll be all right. Just can't thank all my awesome sponsors and see what we can do.
Justin Ratliff, don't look at your phone. Look at your screen. Look at that dude smiling right there. Josh Rice, guys, he wins Coolett Thermotech Heat 3. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when he's going to catch fire out here. And that team, no give up in them. And it's cool to see these rookies performing well here tonight.
Zach Fields is back.
He is. I saw him last night, actually.
So you've got Zach and Big Snack.
I did the Zach and Big Snack attack. I love it. I love everything about that. And a Rattler shout out as well. All right. Simpson Race Products Heat 4. Winner of this one starts on the outside front row here tonight. This is a gauntlet. Jonathan Davenport in the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia on the pole, and the 2-time and defending Show Me 100 champ out of Oakwood, Illinois. The smooth operator Bobby Pierce on the outside.
It'll be Chris Simpson, the veteran driver, the 32X. He's out of Oxford, Iowa. And R.C. Whitwell out of Tucson, Arizona, alongside in 96.
How about Devin Moran on the inside of row 3 out of Dresden, Ohio in the 99, or on his outside, another former Show Me 100 champ out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, the 22 is Chris Ferguson.
Shannon Parker drives the 18 is Ashdown, Arkansas, his home. Dan Ebert in 60 out of Lakeshore, Minnesota, and Reggie Jackson in his Lucas Oil debut in a 13-year-old Rocket out of Lebanon, Missouri in the 00.
I mean,
are you serious? Wow.
The win is the Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 4, and you have got 4 former Show Me 100 champions in this heat race alone. R.C. Whitwell pulled out there starting 4th thinking, what the hell have I got myself into?
And what, a 5-time World Series champion in Reggie Jackson.
Mr. October.
Yes.
Let's go. Ace Door and hauling and rigging starting zone. We're underway. Jonathan Davenport's going to get the whole shot down the front straightaway. Here's Simpson on the inside. Here's Fergie on the inside. Here comes Pierce on the outside.
What about Ebert? Ebert's slicing through the field at 60 on the bottom. Lap 1. It's the 49 at Davenport. Oh, baby. Same show tomorrow night. 10K to win, 75K to win here Saturday night. Right now, down the back straightaway, how about Chris Simpson in that 3rd spot? I think early in the week, maybe people didn't think Simpson in the 4th spot, but how about Chris Ferguson? Winner here in 2022 in that Stinger, number 22F.
Jonathan Davenport out front. Let's not forget, Jonathan Davenport already has 2 wins here at Lucas Oil Speedway earlier this season. 3 cars battling for the final transfer spot, and Dan Ebert drove that one all the way over to Nevada in the 60.
He's got it going on a toe. Oh, man. He got away from him. He got sideways. Moran struggling right now in 6th. But out in front, the Ace Door and Holligan Rigging. Corey Fosfed, the crew chief. Tyler Bragg in the 49 car. Right now, it's about 2 car lengths. But guess what? Bobby Pierce has gone to the top, Dustin, at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. And this was far from over. We're going to try out this new 3 and 4 off of 4.
You know, Bobby Pierce going to dive back down low, but he's gained considerable ground. What was over a 1-second advantage has been trimmed down to 0.3 of a second. That 32's got a real good run on the outside, down the back straightaway. Here they come into your living room. Thank you, Adam Martin. That's a slide job from the 32. The 49 will try to cross him over. He stays out front.
That was flashes of Florence last year, right? Out at 2, Davenport in front, Pierce digging on the bottom. Ferguson in 3rd, but all eyes up front here on the Flow broadcast. Out at turn 4, down the main straightaway with the Barrett's Performance. White flag, 1 left to go. Who is going to sit on the outside of the front row tonight as they head into turn number 1, Dustin? Here
Pierce
it comes.
With a slider, can he make it stick? Davenport will drive back down to the inside. This is for the win. Pierce going to take the slider line away. Will he be able to hold him off? Davenport going to drive down to the inside. Bobby Pierce will get it done with a last lap pass in Simpson Race Products. Heat 4, Davenport 2nd, Ferguson 3rd. Those 3 drivers transferred to the main event, followed by Chris Simpson, Dan Ebert, Devin Moran, R.C. Whitwell, Shannon Parker, and Reggie Jackson. How about that one, Wheatland? Chris Ferguson finishes 2nd. Jonathan Davenport leads the whole race. Excuse me, Chris Ferguson finishes 3rd. Davenport leads the whole race and finishes 2nd. And your winner is going to be the driver of the Low Voltage Solutions, Churchill Transport, Collins Brothers Towing, Rio Grande Waste Services, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carnegie Towing, Fort Knox Safe and Vaults, River Bottom Dog Training sponsor number 32, the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce.
Bobby Pierce, how about a first-time heat race winner here with the Lucas Oil Series? Hasn't got to run with the Tour just a lot this year. 2-time and defending Show Me 100 champion. Bobby, did you feel like you were in Missouri or Illinois in that one, man? A slider fest. How much fun was it?
I got my heart racing on that one for sure. Yeah, I mean, once JD pulls away from you, normally that's it. So somehow we were able to catch back up to him. It was a fun race, man. Able to race all over this thing, kind of do some sliders, do some diamonds. If we could have a feature like that, a racetrack like that for the feature, it'd be awesome.
I love it, man. That's what it's all about. Bobby Pierce, he'll start outside front row tonight, guys. Heat 5, rolling to the Speedway.
I'm wore out from watching that. Well, we talk about diamonds. It is the diamond of dirt tracks. Hey, we still got 2 more heats to go, Dustin. How about the track record holder, Garrett Alberson, on the pole of my race pass heat number 5, Las Cruces, New Mexico. Max Blair alongside the 111, the Brad Spochaz entry out of Centerville, Pennsylvania.
2nd row back on the inside out of Lincolnton, North Carolina, Carson Ferguson in the 93 for Donald and Gina Bradsher, and on his outside for Bob and Lisa Cullen, the 3S at Squirrel, Brian Shirley.
Steve Stoltz, he's out of Peoria, Arizona, the 78S, and Brendan Willard in the 3W out of Lebanon, Missouri.
And your final starters, Tyler Kuykendall's a scratch. He is still probably still giving a commencement speech. It's Brian Rickman and Jackson Ertl, your final 2 starters here in My Race Pass Heat Race number 5. Well, that changes.
Fun or what?
That changes things a little bit. You saw Pierce, that run he got on the high side of 1 and 2. Huh. And you know who likes to run the bottom is the 111. You know who likes to run the high side? That 58.
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
They're going to put on a show. Shirley in there. Shirley, a good run. Top 10 last week at the Race Car Engineering Pace Truck. Whew. 2 more heats, buddy.
Deep
we
breath.
got, what, a couple B mains.
And a feature, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bust through this program tonight and get y'all out of here so you can enjoy the post-race party. Ace Doran, hauling and rigging starting zone. We're underway. My Race Pass, Heat 5.
Alberson on the bottom there. Blair up top. Now Max will go down. You know where he's going to go, right? Is he going to go to the bottom? Yeah. And Max Blair to the bottom. But so does Alberson as they come out of turn number 4. Tight racing here in Heat 5. Alberson would lead over Blair. And behind them is Shirley. And here comes Mason Oberkramer. Or Carson Ferguson. Too many 93s tonight.
All the
down
93s.
The back, all the 93s are here. They're side by side for third and 3.
Yeah, they're all fast as well. Corey Lawler, Mason Oberkramer, and that one Carson Ferguson as he's trying to get around the 3S of Brian Shirley. Shirley holds him off by half a car length that time by. That's the battle for the final transfer spot. You've got the 3S, you've got the 93, and Steve Stoltz is trying to join the party.
You said we had 8 inches of rain this week, right?
Almost 8 inches,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it looks good so far. Right now, old Blair got up on 3 wheels there in turn number 1, and here comes Ferguson on the outside. And the Hoopall Grading Company Coleman Farms 93 battles the Thomas Express 3S, but out of turn 4, the Hellraiser Jacks halfway to the track record holder Garrett Alberson into turn number 1. He would be looking for career win number 6 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series tonight. Shirley and Ferguson, a pair of Lucas Oil regulars, putting on the show for third.
Yeah, they sure were. You saw the nose of the 3S up underneath the back bumper of that 93 as they headed off the corner. As the lead duo, I mean, they have checked out of this one. They have got nearly a 3.5 second advantage over this battle on your screen for the final transfer. And I'm telling you, Shirley and the 93 are throwing haymakers at each other. And here comes Steve Stoltz, 2 to go.
Fastest 78 since Jeff Olsop as they come out of 4. Working the bottom. That's for the final spot. Oh! Bears Performance next time around. It's going to go to the white Alberson. All eyes on this battle for third. Blair solid in second as Rob Penrod waves the white flag. And Carson Ferguson is going to throw it to the bottom. Final time for the third and final spot. Who's it going to be, DJ?
Man, checker flag will be in the air this time. Alberson can coast from here. Second's going to be the 111 of Max Blair. All eyes on the battle for the final transfer spot. Brian Shirley looks like he has settled in. Alberson takes the checkers over Blair. Final transfer, give it to the 3S of Brian Shirley, followed by Ferguson, Stoltz, Willard, Rickman, and Erdl. So third goes to Brian Shirley, second goes to Max Blair, and your winner. And Ben Shelton, don't forget, he led the majority of this race 1 year ago before Hudson O'Neal passed him in the closing stages. The driver of the Romer, Machina Welding, Brack Properties, Low Voltage Solutions, Bill Sports Shop, Sea Valley Transportation, Titan Racing Products, Sunoco Race Fuels, Donago Power Sports, Dickey's Doghouse, sponsored number 58. It's going to be Las Cruces, New Mexico's Garrett Alberson.
Garrett Alberson currently 8th in the latest series standings, his 4th heat race win of the year. He will start 4th here tonight. So he gets ready to pull off the helmet. The driver of the number 58 car. Good race car. Well, Garrett, a year ago tonight, one got away from you, but man, you got a hot rod here tonight. What kind of changes do you need to make for 45 laps?
I think just drive it well. I mean, this car is really good. Big thanks to Longhorn and all the guys over there for building us really good race cars. And big thanks to VG Performance for keeping us on good shocks and keeping us rolling good. And yeah, pretty excited. Thing feels really good. It's a different feel, but yeah, just got to thank Sunoco Race Fuels, Bilstein Shocks, Sea Valley Transportation, Brack Properties, Low Voltage Solution, Donago Power Sports. Yeah, pretty excited.
He's the track record holder tonight. He wants to be a Cowboy Classic champion. He'll start 4th. Garrett Alberson. Guys, 6th and final heat race is on the Speedway.
Wow. Don't forget down there to visit the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series souvenir trailer. More details later. On the pole of heat number 6 with the current Midwest Sheet Metal points leader, the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neal. And on the outside out of Urbana, Missouri, favorite color is chrome, right? That is Dylan McCowan out of Urbana, Missouri. That was not a good Trace Atkins.
Did not know if James Essex or Trace
Not
Atkins
at all.
was sitting here about the same height. Row number 2 is going to be Columbus, Mississippi's Neil Baggett, the 21 XXX on his outside.
Young Hands
out of Manhattan, Kansas. He is the same height as Trace Atkins. That is Chase Young Hands.
Case Claddy's in the 50, Edina, Missouri, and Ryan Johnson, the 7J out of Aurora, Missouri.
And your final 2 starters will be Shreveport, Louisiana's Clay Stuckey in 15, and Wamego, Kansas native Brandon Concrete in the 24C. 8 cars, 8 laps, top 3 transfer. Winner of this one starts 6th. This is your final heat race of the night. This is Lucas Oil Products heat race number 6, and it'll go green in the Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging starting zone.
So you got the current Midwest Sheet Metal points leader Hudson O'Neal, the driver currently 2nd in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Dylan McCowan, 2-time modified track champion here. Green is underway. O'Neal's going to slide way up there. McCowan tries to go through the middle. Working the bottom is Neil Baggett. Glad to have him back. About to his 3rd year in a row here out of Columbus, Mississippi. Gets into the back of McCowan, and that will be for Young Hands to the outside. Oh, baby. The gloves are off here in the 6th heat, man. They are going at it. Chris Davis is loving the Midwest Sheet Metal because they are rubbing some out there.
Yeah, Hudson O'Neal says, have at it, boys. He's going to try to pull away, but Chase Young Hands with a good run. James, he's going to work his way into the 2nd spot this time by at the stripe. You're now looking back on the battle for 3rd. That's the 8 of Dylan McCowan. He's got that final transfer. Clay Stuckey working his way up from the 7th starting spot. Neil Baggett right now rounding out the top 5. 3 in the books, 5 to go.
Young Hands had a pretty good race car there last Thursday at Eagle in our last race. Right now, the battle for 3rd. Clay Stuckey works the bottom. That Longhorn by Stuckey by his dad, Ronnie Stuckey. McCowan will cut down low the Midwest Sheet Blade, but out in front. The Big River Steel Wheeler Metals, number 71 at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway for Hudson O'Neal.
4 down, 4 remaining in Lucas Oil heat race number 6. Final heat of the night, 1.7 seconds. The advantage for Hudson O'Neal. Clay Stuckey trying to come from the back row and race his way into the main event. He's got a 2-time track champ on the inside. This time by at the line, give Clayton Stuckey that 3rd and final transfer spot.
Right now, 1.8 seconds. O'Neal over Young Hands. O'Neal, the winningest dirt late model driver in the country this year. 13 wins, 39 career victories. Tied with Brandon Shepard, 7th all time in the Lucas Oil list. His dad, Don O'Neal, 46 wins. He's 5th all time.
Hudson O'Neal looks good at the front of the field. Chase Young Hands has put a little bit of distance between himself and that battle for the final transfer on the right side of your screen. Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. Final time around for Hudson O'Neal. He's trying to hang on and win Lucas Oil heat race number 6.
Looks good right now as he will talk to Ben Shelton as long as he crosses after the interview. The Long Eagle Racing Product scales as O'Neal takes the victory. Chase Young Hands will finish 2nd, and Clay Stuckey, who started back in 7th, gets the 3rd spot, DJ.
So it's going to be Clay Stuckey's finishing 3rd, Chase Young Hands finishing 2nd, and the winner of Lucas Oil heat race number 6 is going to be the driver out of Martinsville, Indiana in the 2021 Show Me 100 champion. That professional concrete cutting and drilling, Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding, Big River Steel, O'Neal Construction, O'Neal Salvage and Recycling, Indiana USSSA Fast Pitch Softball, number 71 for Todd and Vicki Burns. How about it? For the current series points leader, the new deal, Hudson O'Neal.
Hudson O'Neal picks up the win. 6th and final heat of the night. We'll have 2B mains waiting in the wings, and then the Cowboy Classic around the corner. 45 laps tonight. Huddy letting the temperature come down just a little bit on this SSI Motorsports 71. Huddy, last year you sweep the Spring Nationals. You come here, you win the first 2 nights. Saturday night, a little bit short, 3rd. Tonight, is this where you begin your pursuit of a 2nd Show Me 100 title?
I sure hope so. Come here with different race cars and a little bit different package, and we were a little nervous today about leading into it, about how exactly we were gonna fare out. And we leaned on our notebook really hard, and I'm happy to see that our notebook's really paying off for us. We're pretty good. We got a little bit more adjustment we probably need to do before the feature if we're going to beat Jonathan and the guys like that. So, but we're right there. We're in the ballpark. So hopefully we can be standing on that front straightaway here at the end of the night.
Guys, Hudson O'Neal, he wins Heat 6. Everywhere he unloaded, he has been fast this year. 13 wins on the year. The current Midwest Sheet Metal point leader. Guys, I'm going to toss it up to you. I'm not clear if we're going to bring this first B main out or not, so I'll throw it up to you, and then we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Ben. As we will step aside for a quick set of commercial breaks. Don't go anywhere. B mains coming up next. You are watching the 13th Annual Cowboy Classic. It's the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing.
Hey guys, Ricky Thornton Jr. here. You're watching Lucas Oil Late Models live on FloRacing.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Diamond of Dirt Tracks. We're in Wheatland, Missouri, here at Lucas Oil Speedway for the kickoff to the Ace Duran Hauling and Rigging Show Me 100 weekend. It's the 13th annual Cowboy Classic. Tomorrow night, a complete new program with the tribute to Don and Billy Gibson. And how drivers fare in these first 2 nights will determine how things go, as you see at the top of the screen on the third night, James, the 34th running of the Show Me 100. After that, again, a few weekends off. And we'll be at the Roger Sellers House of Power. We'll be at Smoky Mountain Speedway for the Mountain Moonshine Classic.
And of course at Lernerville for the Firecracker, the 20th annual Firecracker with the Rush late models. And then at Atomic Speedway, Charlie Vest House of Power in Chillicothe, Ohio. On July 3rd and then July 4th at Muskingum County Speedway. The Donnie Moran Run Freedom 50 that weekend. And then we're at, Brad Stevens, Jesse Minot, 34 Raceway, Burlington, Iowa, July the 9th. Back here at Lucas Oil Speedway, the 20th annual CMH Diamond Nationals, July 10th and 11th. And our first visit to Adams County Speedway DJ in Corning, Iowa. And in Shelby County, $52,000 to win, $53,000 for second. Only Joe Kosiski come over that, right?
That sums it up right there, and I love everything about it. And of course, hard to believe, but we are closing in quickly on the 44th running of the Sunoco Race Fuels North-South 100, August 6th, 7th, and 8th. After that, it'll be time for the Topless 100 and then Port Royal. And before you know it, the World 100 at Dora Speedway.
That's right. Here. How about Florence in August? $5,000 to win, dash for cash. Right?
Oh, my.
Well, you was there when I announced that a few weeks ago at the Ralph Lathe.
Well,
$5,000 win dash for cash.
I forgot.
And then we will have the Hellraiser Jacks Pit Crew Challenge. It moves from this weekend in Wheatland to the North-South 100. So gobs of money. And plus the race will pay $75,000 to win.
How many more people could you fit in that infield at Florence Speedway? Hey, how about our good friends over at the Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing Series? Of course, they had a real good one at Grandview the other night. This weekend got rained out the Weikert Memorial at Port Royal, so they will head over to Lawrenceburg Speedway for the Battle at the Berg next weekend. That'll be a week from tomorrow night, and then up to Butler for the Mace Thomas Classic on Saturday, May 30th. Davenport Speedway. I really like Davenport Speedway. That'll be June 1st. And then the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series, June 3rd and 4th, Red Cedar. Gondik Law. It's Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing. Check them out at a track near you. And if you can't be there to see them, we'll bring the action to you as we've got every lap of every race live here on FloRacing.
I believe that Battle of the Berg is co-sanctioned with the All-Star Circuit of Champions Sprints.
Rich Farmers.
High Limits.
Yes.
We'd like to thank our official sponsors, DJ, at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for 2026, including Lucas Oil Products, FloRacing, Automotive Racing Products, My Race Pass, Sunoco Race Fuels, Big River Steel, Veland, Hoosier Tire, Summit Racing Equipment, UNOH, Eclipse Claims Consulting, Wayland, also Miller Welders, Race Car Engineering, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Ace Doran Hauling and Rigging, Dirt Draft, Rugged Radio, Sumatro, FK Rodians, and All-Star Performance. Also, this will be, with Eagle being rained out last week, our first Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup race. And again, the top point man in that race that'll pay, it'll be 11 races to pay $50,000 or more to win. That'll be $15,000. And don't forget all of our other great sponsors as well, including the associate sponsors, Advanced Powder Coating, All Makes Collision Center, also Barron's Performance Warehouse, Black Diamond Chassis, Bilstein Shocks, Boyd Built Fabrication, Brodex, Capital Race Cars, Clements Racing Engines, Donago, Dave Warren Power Sports Diversified Machine, Fast Shafts, Fire Suppression Engineering, Fox Shocks, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Heath Lawson Photography, Hellraiser Jacks, Oak Trucking, Jackson County Tourism in Seymour, Indiana, Kaiser Manufacturing, Longacre Scales, Longhorn Chassis, MD3, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheet Metal, MSD, Olden Shocks, Outerwears, Performance Engineering Manufacturing, PEM, Penske Racing Shocks, Pro Fabrication Headers, Pro Power Racing Engines, Rocket Chassis, Schoenfeld Header, Shocker Hitch, Simpson Race Products, Slicker Graphics, Range Oval, Steering Buddy, Swiss Springs, Thermotech Automotive Products, Velocity Manufacturing, Victory Fuel, Weir's Machine and Racing Products, Willwood, Exodyne XS Power Batteries, and 5150 Race Trailers. Don't forget tonight, eligible for the Steering Buddy Dark Horse, a driver that has never won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race would get a $1,000 bonus. along with the $10,000 to win main event. As you see prep underway with the Turner family out there. 2B mains coming up here shortly. They will be 10 laps apiece. Top 2 will transfer, and then we'll have provisionals. All right, thanks to our great producer, Tiffany Swisher, all the work done by all of our videographers here tonight. As you are at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, come on out tomorrow night, $10,000 to win. The salute to Don and Billy Gibson, and then $75,000 to win here, the 34th annual Show Me 100 on Saturday night. DJ, you want to take us to break?
Would you like me to?
You can most certainly do that, my friend.
We will step aside for another set of commercial breaks. When we come back, track prep should be just about wrapped up, and we should be just about ready to roll out Fast Shafts B main number 1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. You're watching live on Flow. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, just in time for B main number 1. Fast Shafts B main number 1 for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They've done just a little bit of work to this racetrack. Didn't need to do a whole lot to it, trying to stay on top of it here as the night goes on, James. 10 laps will be in the distance. Top 2 will transfer, and the lineup will look like this.
On the pole will be the 93 car. First race of the year here in Fast Shafts B main. Number one will be Mason Oberkramer, the veteran out of Rosalie, Missouri. And on the outside, it'll be Kyle Bronson. He comes to us out of Brandon, Florida in the 40B. He is currently 9th in the championship points.
Moving back to row 2, it's going to be Daniel Hilsebeck out of Earlham, Iowa in the 22. And on his outside, out of Ashland, Illinois in the 5S, it's Colby Vandenberg.
It'll be Clay Harris. He's out of Jupiter, Florida in 6. And on the outside, it'll be Eli Ross, the 66, out of Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Going to go Green Flag Racing this time by the rest of your starting lineup there on your screen. Herzog and Smith, Garner and Civils, Boyer, Krigler, Harris, Helm, Larson, and Imhoff. And in all, 15 drivers have answered the call. James will go 10 laps. Top 2 will transfer. Race car engineering pace truck to the infield. And they fire off in the Ace Duran Hauling Rigging starting zone. 10 laps to advance. Fast Shafts B main 1.
And that's going to come back because we got a spin already in 4. The Hellraiser Jack's caution is out for the 32 of Cam Harris out of Columbus, Mississippi. By the way, in provisional land right now would be Devin Moran in the 99. He'll be in the second B main, and Kyle Bronson, who's on the outside front row of this one. And then it'll be Clay Harris, Carson Ferguson. Again, provisionals tonight, tomorrow night, and of course on Saturday. Again, we lock in 18. Top 18 drivers. Dalton Imhoff does make an appearance in the 96 car, DJ.
Huh.
But still,
we
no
were
Tyler
fed bad
He's still loaded up.
information.
Yes.
He was not out there when we started, just to be fair. So no harm, no foul, though. Didn't get a lap in, and he just about stuffed that thing in the wall down in turns 1 and 2.
He was scheduled to start on the tail anyways back there. All right, Ace Duran Hauling and Rigging. And he's going to take it to the infield. Apparently some issues still in the 96 car. We are underway in the first of 2 B mains for the Lucas Oil Late Modern Series.
Glad you could read my sign language. Here we go. Mason Oberkramer, the 93, the 40B of Kyle Bronson. 2 drivers transfer 10 laps in Fast Shafts B main number 1. We'll turn around and go with UNOH B main number 2 after this. And KB40 is your leader into the first lap.
Already 18 cars in the show here tonight. We'd add 2 out of this one, 2 out of the next one. Nice move by Hilsebeck, and are the candidate for the Victor Fuel Power move. He goes to the second. On the bottom, here comes Clay Harris. Harris right now 3rd in provisional and 11th in the points as he battles with Oberkramer. But right now, it is Bronson and Hilsebeck, Florida and Iowa out at turn 2.
Yeah, and you got another Floridian that has now made his way back into the 3rd spot. Clay Harris, Mason Oberkramer had him. Harris gets him back, and Harris going to try to chase down Daniel Hilsebeck. Now 3 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series regulars in the top 3. Only 2 of them are going to transfer. It's Kyle Bronson and Daniel Hilsebeck.
On the bottom is Ed Herzog in the 11, battling with Oberkramer. They're trying to go 3 wide. They do out of turn 4. Oberkramer, Eli Ross, Joe Gotze, the Brownstown Hall of Famer, son of the Hall of Famer grandson of the Hall of Famer Ray Gotze, battles at 66, but they've got to hope for a caution or ways to go. But right now, the top 3 running away with it, and only 2 of them is going to advance it. It's Bronson and Hilsebeck, as we are at the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark as Helm is out of the race.
A good battle for the lead as Daniel Hilsebeck applying the pressure there to Kyle Bronson. They limbo through 3 and 4 to see who can go lower. Bronson stays out front. 4 laps to go. Again, only 2 drivers transfer.
Can we just run the feature now? I mean, an hour ago would have been nice. Right now, 1 more preliminary to go. This is all we have is Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series tonight. 51 cars. And we're going to narrow it down here in a little bit. And right now, into turn number 1, they'll have 2 to go next time around. And right now, Clay Harris and Herzog on the outside looking in. They've got to get it going into 3 or hope for a caution. Great battle. They're side by side off a turn 4.
Oh, you're both in the show. You're both in the show. Hilsebeck back down to the inside. He wants to win any one of these Fast Shafts B mates. Good, clean racing up front. And this happens a second and a half ahead of the battle for the 3rd spot. Barron's Performance 1 to go. Final time around.
KBM40, 5 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It's been a while since he's been to victory lane. The winner of this race will start 19th. Second will start 21st, and who's going to be off at turn number 4 as they go to Rob Penrod's checkered flag.
It's going to be Kyle Bronson getting the win and Daniel Hilsebeck getting second. Those 2 drivers race their way into the 13th annual Cowboy Classic with Clay Harris, Jeff Herzog, and Eli Ross among the drivers on the outside looking in. So Hilsebeck finishes second, and Bronson will get the win in that. LTX Home Builders, Atomic Music Group, Race Car Engineering, Michael Lloyd Hauling and Demo, Allgaier Performance, Lucas Oil Products, Angry Elephant Tattoos and Piercings sponsored number 40B. So one B main in the books and just one prelim left on the agenda here tonight as we get the remaining drivers here in Fast Shafts B main number 1 ushered off the speedway. And next up, UNOH B main number 2. James, again, will go 10 laps. Top 2 will race their way in.
It'll be Chris Simpson, the driver. He's out of Oxford, Iowa, with the 32X, and on the outside is Carson Ferguson, the Paylor Motorsports 93. He's out of Lincoln, North Carolina.
Row 2 on the inside, the two-time modified champion here at Lucas Oil Speedway. That's Dylan McCowan from just up the road in Urbana, Missouri. And on his outside, out of Lakeshore, Minnesota, the 60, that's Dan Ebert.
Row 3 out of Peoria, Arizona, to be Steve Stoltz in 70S, and Neil Back at the 21 XXX. He's out of Columbus, Mississippi.
Devin Moran, former Show Me 100 champion, has got to come from the 7th starting spot in this one. And on his outside, a guy that's been doing a little bit of asphalt racing here in 2026 out of Lebanon, Missouri. The 3 is Brendan Willard.
Row 5 DJ will be Caden Klatt, the youngster out of Edina, Missouri, in 50, and R.C. Whitwell, the 96 out of Tucson, Arizona.
Brian Rickman trying to put the Goat Farm posse in the show. He's out of Columbus, Mississippi in the 90. On his outside, out of Wamego, Kansas in the 24C, that is Brandon Conkright.
Ashdown, Arkansas, the home of the 18 car. That's Shannon Parker and Jackson Erdl out of Neosho, Missouri, the 1/4J.
And your final starter is Ryan Johnson out of Aurora, Missouri in the 7J. Reggie Jackson out of Lebanon, Missouri in the 00. And I don't believe Tyler Kuykendall has made it here this evening. Darn those graduations.
Oh, good for him, though, right? I mean, his dad told him he didn't need to go, and so he wanted to be here, and he'll be here tomorrow night.
So when I graduated high school, but I had to go.
Union Local
it
Jets,
was the
by the
Union
way.
Local Jets, class of a few years ago. And my dad was in, again, at this time of the year, was in a pretty spirited battle for the Street Stock Points Championship at the now defunct R&R Speedway. And you got 10 show-up points every time you was there. On, that was in addition to anything else you earned that night. And my dad was so good at R&R Speedway that year, he lost the track championship by 9 points, and he missed that night. Had he just gone there, had we just taken the car to the racetrack, he would have got his 10 show-up points, and he would have won the track championship.
Wow, what a story. There you go. I did not know that.
Yeah, so if you get the opportunity to go to graduation, go. But doggone it, if you get the opportunity to go racing, go racing. That's the moral of the story.
Give your dad a varsity letter for that kind of.
All right, race car engineering pace truck in the infield, James. Final prelim of the night, UNOH B main number 2. 10 laps, top 2 transfer. Chris Simpson and Carson Ferguson lead them to the green.
Out of turn number 4, 10 laps. UNOH B main number 2. The final preliminaries you mentioned of the night. Simpson and Ferguson into 1. Out at 2, Ebert drifts up the track, down the back straightaway. Here comes Dylan McCowan. Dylan McCowan right now is 5th in provisional. And right now it's Moran and Clay Harris. And Moran's going to work. Oh, man. Oh, what would you say? A shot in the shorts.
That was
right
that
there.
Was,
the 6 and 6, 60. And Chris Simpson's got problems at turn number 2. And that's going to be a Hellraiser Jacks caution.
I think that's
one of the few we've had tonight.
I think it's our first Hellraiser Jacks caution of the night. I think we
had one in. Yeah. Did we have one in hot laps? I'm not sure.
All right,
But
well.
Chris Simpson, who was running in 2nd, he'll have to go to the tail in that Hot Rod Septic, Hoker Trucking, Randy Davidson Trucking, C&J Trucking, Essex and Jarrett Logistics, 32.
Well,
Chris has never asked us for anything, though. I mean, I'm not saying we would or wouldn't.
To be fair, he also has not put our decal on the side of the car either,
No.
so
No.
I guess it's a wash. All right.
I mean, the deal there, guys, he's got to pull off a paying trucking company sponsor to put a non-paying.
Well, to be fair, I think all the rest of those are legit trucking companies as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, tough bad for Chris. I think he just got over that loop down in 1 and 2 and couldn't get it turned back around and shut it down, but he was in a transfer spot, had a lot of company. Bad break there for the 32.
We're pretty liquid, though, aren't we, on our trucking company?
Liquid, yes. Yes, we're
like liquidated, maybe. Yes,
yeah, that's
right. We're like Art Vandelay. We're importers, exporters. Here we go. Carson Ferguson leads him back to the green. 1 lap in the books. 9 laps remaining. University of Northwestern Ohio, B main number 2. Keep your eyes on the 99 of Moran.
Moran through the middle. Getting second in the points to the defending series champion. And that's not going to work, and that's a wreck into 4.
Oh, man.
And the Hellraiser Jack's caution is out. Oh, man, we've got Jackson Ertl, we've got Rickman, we got Baggett, we got Parker, we've got Whitwell, we've got Stoltz, we've got Jackson, Klatt, bad damage on the 50 car. And I believe that's Johnson in the 7J.
Yeah, man, it took the hood of the air cleaner completely off Neil Baggett's 21 XXX. Ben, that happened down there at your end of the track.
Yeah, it was right in front of the future Hall of Famer Adam Martz. I think if we have an instant replay of that one, you're going to see Neil Baggett got in there a little hot, got into the back of the 99 of Devin Moran just a little bit, but then he shot up the racetrack. Chaos ensued, and a lot of race cars, hoods, different parts down here. You hate to start a long weekend. You never see torn up race cars. It's really tough on night number 1 of a 3-race weekend.
Wow. Tore the air cleaner completely off of that, didn't it?
It sure did.
As you said, let's say, looks like Whitwell may be okay, so he'll take a look at his car. And what, 7, 8 cars, and I don't think we got enough wreckers.
Well, here's your FK Rodden's instant replay, and yeah, Ben nailed it. He got in there hot, and Stoltz was coming down as well.
Oh.
Man, the 18 of Shannon Parker jumped over top of the right front of Neil Baggett's 21 XXX. Let's see if we can see that one more time. There is Caden Klatt's number 50. Ryan Johnson up there as well with damage on the 7J. And a tough start to the year for him as well. I'll talk to him briefly back in the pit area. All right, one more look, James, from our FK Rodden's instant replay. So right in the center of your screen is the 21. He comes in, man, I mean, almost simultaneously, he got into the back of Moran.
And Stoltz came down the track at the same time.
You're exactly right, Ben. Yep, you're exactly right.
Yeah, that was, you can tell more from that up top view. Either way, some torn up race cars. Brian Rickman's going to pull away in car number 90, former Comp Cams champion, former Mississippi State Series champion, and Neil Baggett, former Mississippi State Series champion. He's going to need the assistance of the hook, it would appear. Although, as I say that, they unhook it. So I don't know if it's going to be the dreaded double hook action or not, but either way, in the last few cars down here, tough break here in B-main action.
How about the infield slow-mo right here? From the inside of the racetrack, whew, just a lot happening at one time, and then here's the slow motion. Now watch coming in. Watch that 18 right here of Shannon Parker. Oh my, what a helpless feeling that is as he gets up on 2 wheels. Rickman gets into his good friend Baggett. And there is just no good ending to it when you're going that high rate of speed on the first lap of a B-main here. A big hat tip goes out to our camera crew. Adam Martz down there in the infield with that shot. And thankfully, all drivers are okay in this accident here in UNOH B-main number 2. We're going to step aside for a set of commercial breaks while they clean things up. We'll come back with the rest of UNOH B-main number 2. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to UNO. Play it again, the 13th Annual Cowboy Classic, where we're in UNOHB main number 2, and they're still trying to get Caden Klatt's number 50 extracted from turns 3 and 4, Ben.
Yeah, down here with Neil Baggett, man. I hate that look on your face. Neil, what happened from your driver's seat?
I just went in there a little too hard, misjudged it. You know, I didn't know I didn't expect them to go in there and park on the bottom, and they did, and that's just racing. I guess that's my fault. I just come in too hot.
All right, man, a lot of dejection on his face. Known that guy for a long time, a hard charger. A long way from Columbus, Mississippi, about 10.5 hours in a hauler, and the front of that race car is mangled. Hopefully they have a chance to try to get it back together, but his weekend could be over. And equally bad news, well, actually, not the amount of damage on Neil's car is the real bad news, but sprinkles are starting to fall, guys. Look at the radar. We might be up against the wall.
Yeah, I saw that, Ben, and that's unfortunate for sure. Hey, if you could work on Baggett and the Rickmans, I would love one of those Goat Farm Posse t-shirts, by the way. I don't know if those are for sale or not. I would pay good money for one of those. Well,
I did get one years ago when I was down at Magnolia. Sure.
A Goat Farm Posse shirt?
Sure.
Huh.
Sure. Well, we'll see if we're going to go back green.
We are.
We've got one lap in, the books.
Yeah, at least
A-Main's coming up next. We'll see what happens. Carson Ferguson, DJ off of turn 4. The East Door and Holligan rigging restart zone back underway.
Run till you can't. He's got a good restart. Ryan Johnson going to make it back out on the racetrack just in front of the leaders. Battle for second. Man, that was a very good restart for Carson Ferguson in 93. Here comes Dylan McCowan pedaling hard on the bottom, trying to bring Devin Moran with him. Both those drivers out of a transfer right now.
Carson Ferguson looking good right now in car number 93. As he gets down the main straightaway, about a half a straightaway lead over Ebert. Battle back here, Moran on the outside of McCowan into 3. In Moran right now, second of the points, not yet in the show. And down the back straightaway right now, Ferguson and Ebert would be in. So that would leave Moran and in Clay Harris. That's all unofficials that come off of turn 4, Dustin.
Back out front. Coming around this time, it'll be the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. And Carson Ferguson is picking them up and putting them down, James. He has got a 2.3 second advantage over Dan Ebert. Ebert remains in the final transfer as the raindrops continue to fall here. Who had raindrops in the double box on your bingo card?
Hopefully nobody. As they come off of 4, Ferguson still in control. Cousin Chris is already in the show, but right now to turn number 2, Dan Ebert in second. Devin Moran trying to track him down in 99. 3 to go, Dustin, off at turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. Stretches it out. Moran trying to catch Ebert. As you would say, the sands in the hourglass is the 7 car. Johnson back out on the track. But Ferguson about to put a lap on him.
Yeah, Carson Ferguson has got a 3.1 second advantage over Dan Ebert and Devin Moran. Moran closed in on Ebert, but hadn't been able to do anything with him. That's the battle for the final transfer over on the right side of your screen. And they're coming around this time by. This is the battle for second on the right side of your screen. There it is, transfer battle. Asking you shall receive. Barrett's Performance, 1 to go. Final time around for Carson Ferguson.
Moran's about 2 car lengths back to Ebert into turn number 1. Ferguson trying to get around Johnson. He's got a straightaway lead. Ebert hanging on 3 car lengths over Moran, and Carson Ferguson is going to win the UNOH B main number 2.
Second and final transfer spot's going to go to the 60 of Danny Ebert. Devin Moran should get one of this evening's provisionals as he finishes 1 spot out. Dylan McCallan, Brennan Willard, and Brandon Concrete from the tail of the field. Around, or going to Parker, also Erdl also still out there. They will round out the field in this one. So Ebert second advances, as does the winner in the 93. That's Carson Ferguson. In that Donald Gina Bradshaw Paylor Motorsports, Hupaw Grading Company, Coleman Farms Racing, Triple Electric, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Buddy's Wrecker Service, Matt Mann Designs, Hubbard Supply House, Solidified Concrete Floor Solutions, Spark Oil Company, sponsored number 93. So those drivers going to make their way back to the pit area, and I would expect the 10-minute horn to sound as quickly as it possibly can to turn back around and get these drivers back out on the racetrack. As I don't have to tell anybody else this, but boy, we are really, really bad at predicting the weather in 2026. I mean, we are just really bad at predicting weather these days, and I'll just leave it at that. We're going to step aside for a set of commercial breaks. One more event remains. It's the $10,000 to win Cowboy Classic. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series live on Flow.
Hey, this is Devin Moran. You're watching Lucas Oil Late Model Series on FloRacing.
Established in 1983, FK Rod Ends has been the industry leader for both midget and micro racing. Family owned and operated, we take pride in our products and our name because we know you value yours. Visit our website, www.fkrodends.com, to find out how you can join our winning team. FK Rod Ends. To beat the best, you've got to use the best.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for racing in the dirt. With high horsepower demands, ARP delivers maximum clamping force and performance. When failure on the dirt is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
In the heat of the game, every drop counts. Introducing Victory Fuel Flavored Electrolyte Water, the ultimate hydration companion.
Chili Bowl champion Logan Seavey. ASCS National Champion Seth Bergman.
Packed with essential electrolytes and bursting with delicious flavors. Victory Fuel keeps you hydrated and fueled to perform at your best. Nothing tastes better than victory.
Deep in the world of dirt racing lies a mind that refuses to rest. A team obsessed with innovation, precision, and the relentless hunt for speed. A brand new product line built through a partnership with one of the most respected names in high-performance suspension. Öhlins doesn't simply participate in racing.
Super late model feature winner.
Racing is their core. Öhlins Shocks, available exclusively through Longhorn Dynamics.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by FloRacing, your source for all things racing. By Eclipse Claims Consulting, maximize your reimbursements and minimize your efforts. And by the University of Northwestern Ohio, turn your passion into a career. Well, the 10-minute horn has sounded on tonight's 13th annual Cowboy Classic as raindrops sputtering in the air, and they might be pulling that 10-minute horn for the time being. And there is the reason why the 10-minute horn has not sounded yet. As you can see, raindrops in the lights here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Well, James, wouldn't be the first time that we've battled this. You know where else we've battled is FloRacing Night in America in 2026, and Ben and I know that all too well. So here's a look at the upcoming schedule. The series will be in action, and this is, we need to get this adjusted. We need to get with the powers that be that put this schedule together, James, and get this adjusted, because we are going to be at Eldora Speedway on June 3rd. That'll be the unofficial kickoff to the Dirt Late Model Dream. On Tuesday, July 21st, we have slid in the remainder of the program at Lincoln Speedway. We will pick up right where we left off with that program. So we'll start with heat race number 2 at Lincoln. That'll be July 21st. Then we'll head over to Falls for the unofficial kickoff to the Prairie Dirt Classic on Wednesday, July 22nd. Marshalltown Speedway on August 18th in Mason City. Have you ever been to Mason City, James? The Todd and Ryan Staley Mason City Motor Speedway.
I think I've been through Mason City when I went to Deer Creek a few years ago, right?
On I-35. Yeah, great track there. It was once a giant half mile, and Todd Staley completely shortened it, completely reconfigured it, made it a really fun elbows up bull ring, and that's a great track. We'll be there on August 19th, and then we will be
one more on there that is actually not on the schedule is LaSalle Speedway has been rescheduled for Tuesday, September 15th. Again, so Tuesday, September 15th, that'll be LaSalle. That is after the World 100, before the Knoxville Late Model Nationals, and then the race leading into the Jackson 100, of course, at Lincoln Park Speedway in Putnamville, Indiana. You'll be there for that one, right?
I plan to, yes. Plan to do Eldora, of course, in a few weeks, all 4 nights at Tony Stewart's House of Power, right? FloRacing night, June 3rd, and night number 1 of the Dream on the Thursday, Friday, and then the Dirt Late Model Dream on Saturday night.
Well, you talked earlier about the great rookie class that we have this year. Unfortunately, Freddie Carpenter fell off the tournament. He had not declared for Rookie of the Year. You mentioned that. So 2 drivers remain for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase this year. Josh Rice, who picked up a heat race win earlier, and Dylan McCowan, the hometown driver that we talked about. And one of our inside tracks this week, Ben Shelton, had the opportunity to check out the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase for 2026.
For 2026, O'Reilly Auto Parts is back to sponsor the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. This year's champion will get $20,000 plus over $10,000 in product certificates. Second in the competition this year, well, they're going to pick up $5 grand competing with the nation's best drivers. This year's rookie candidates, Kentucky's Josh Rice and Missouri's own Dylan McCowan. Josh, I'm going to start with you, man. You've had a career, you've had a lot of success. To be full-time out here competing for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, what does that mean to you to have that chance?
I mean, it's every kid's dream, really. You know, I've been trying to get to this point for a really long time, and luckily James Ratliff got me on board with him this year, and it's really cool. It's had a lot of ups and downs, but thankfully he's a really good car owner and kept me around through the downs, and I think we're definitely on the upside hill of it, and looking forward to it.
Dylan McCowan, you have been all over this country this year. This year, you get to be about 20 minutes from your home. It's a tough deal. What has been the most challenging part this year competing for the O'Reilly Auto Rookie of the Year title?
Oh, just consistency, you know, more than anything. There's a lot of these tracks that we, you know, probably 90% of them we go to that we've never been to or, you know, probably never made a show at. So that's a big thing, is just trying to build a notebook, you know, and Josh is good and, you know, chases a race. So we're trying to chase him down, you know, and just try to be consistent and try to do our best to run in the top 10 and have good nights. And hopefully this weekend helps being here at the home track, and hopefully everything goes good.
An industry best $20,000 for the Rookie of the Year, an industry best talent roster with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, we thank O'Reilly Auto Parts. You can find more information at O'ReillyAuto.com.
2 personal drivers, and looking forward to seeing them tackle that O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase here in 2026. And just check out the Donago Power Sports drone here at Lucas Oil Speedway, and it is, I mean, it is just enough out there to hold us up just a little bit in this racing program, with just one event remaining on the agenda, and that is tonight's 45-lap A-Main for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Of course, Hudson O'Neal, James, we mentioned, won the Cowboy Classic here 1 year ago.
Don't forget, fans, while we have this break, hopefully we'll be back here with the main event here coming up, 45 laps. Be sure to visit our Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series souvenir trailer down in the Midway. We have Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series t-shirts. We also have Show Me 100 event shirts. We have hats. Are we not going through the PA? All I hear is music out there. Can I announce for the souvenir trailer, can you kill that music? Again, race fans, while we have this break, don't forget to visit the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series souvenir trailer on the Midway down there. We have official Show Me 100 shirts available down there all weekend long. Also, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series shirts, hats, hoodies. We also have Flow hoodies and t-shirts. We have goggles, earplugs, decals, the world's fastest late model shirts, seat cushions, Yeti tumblers, flags, keychains, koozies, new Carhartt hoodies, pullovers, and ladies embroidered shirts, sweatshirts as well, all down there. Stop and see Jeb. If you can't make it to our next Lucas Oil race, you can go online, shoplucasdirt.com, shoplucasdirt.com, our website for our official merch for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and for FloRacing, DJ.
Do you have a favorite shirt down there? What is your favorite?
I like the world's fastest late model.
Okay. I was hoping you'd say one of the FloRacing shirts. That's okay, though.
Man, hey, get your Flow shirts because you can wear them to Eldora.
That's right.
Right here in a few weeks, that'll be our after. Of course, we're off. How many? 3 weeks?
The series is, yeah.
The series is off 3 weeks,
yeah.
So a big week at Eldora Speedway. For ticket information, go to eldoraspeedway.com. As you see Richard Turner, I believe, down there working on this track. As you see, fabulous job here in the last 6 months or so. And they've run a high-limit race. They had MLRA late models here that Davenport swept back in April. But as you see, I don't think anybody's left yet. Right?
I wouldn't.
So I wouldn't either. Come on out tomorrow night. Same show. So we'll be live at 6:15 on Flow tomorrow night and Hot Laps at 6:30. And then Saturday, again, the 34th annual Show Me 100 brought to you by Ace Door and Hauling and Rigging. $75,000 to win. Tickets still available. Come on out on Saturday. To get some tickets online, Lucas Oil Speedway, but why not just come on out, right?
Yeah, come on out.
Enjoy
the show. Full show
and
tomorrow.
Full show, and temperature looks good, so we're going to go out and we're going to run this track in here, hopefully, and we'll get this 45-lap, 10,000. Again, Cowboy Chancellor, the original founding, the 10-minute Hornet, by the way, not the 10-minute Hornet.
The 10-minute Hornets.
Where's the Crown Vics, man? We need the Crown Vic race, don't we?
Well, the 10-minute horn has sounded,
it has sounded,
so that's a good sign, and I think we're going to get this one in tonight. So the 10-minute horn has sounded. That means drivers have 10 minutes to present their cars to the tech area. So if you're on the grounds, this is your last opportunity to grab some of that swag, get yourself something to eat, grab something to drink. If you are watching at home on FloRacing, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the 13th annual running of the Cowboy Classic here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Well, rain continuing to fall here at the opening night of the Show Me 100 weekend at Lucas Oil Speedway as we wait and see what Mother Nature is going to do. Those of you that are here on the grounds, Diamond Bar is open, by the way. Those of you watching at home, don't go anywhere. This is the 13th annual running of the Cowboy Classic at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri, and we'll be back right after this. Well, those of you watching at home live on FloRacing, as you can see, still under a weather delay here for the 13th annual Cowboy Classic at Lucas Oil Speedway as Mother Nature rained down on us, no pun intended. And you can see track crews out there trying to work this racetrack back in. The only event that remains on the agenda tonight is the 45 lap, $10,000 to win. A-main for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, track prep crews out there rolling this racetrack in right now, evaluating things and doing what they can to see if they can get this racing program in tonight. Again, all bets are on. Everything's on the table, and track crews would love nothing more with just one race to go ahead and get this show in tonight if possible. So those of you that are watching at home, again, we will step aside. You can see they're working this racetrack in. It's the first night of racing action in the 34th annual Show Me 100 weekend here at Lucas Oil Speedway.
To 8th, got bounced back to 11th. Set to go back to green, single file through the NOS Energy start can, 15 in, 40 the distance. Seavey brings us back to speed. Again, Danner not able to peel down quick enough to get the run to the inside of the 57. This time, Seavey going to switch the lineup. He's going to go all the way to the cushion through turns 3 and 4, the bottom side. Coming in. Mitchell Moles trying to make something happen as there's a slide for the race lead. Over the cushion goes the 57. Danner and Seavey nearly make contact. Briggs Danner's going to come away with the top spot. Up over the cushion and almost onto the concrete. The 57, he's going to lose all the way back to the 5th spot there. He'll have to find his way back forward here. 3 wide. He had Grant looking to the inside. The 5T to the outside as Briggs Danner takes off with the race lead. His 5th start here at Circle City Raceway, his first in the Salute to the Circle City, his last visit, a 3rd place. As the bronze, he's trying to go for gold here, and right now, absolutely railing the cushion on this thing. He is pulled away from Mitchell Moles by 1.432 seconds. Cummins in 3rd, Swanson, then Seavey, Osborne back into the 6th spot, Grant back to 7th, Meseraull, Connell, and Robert Ballou now your top 10. Up on the cushion rolls the 39, looking back through the field. Fight to be inside of the top 10 right now. Ballou has the position. You've got Kevin Thomas Jr. and C.J. Leary all setting sights on him as they work onto the back straightaway. Leary over the cushion is going to lose a handful of spots. As we go back to the battle here with Justin Grant, he has got the 24 at Thomas Meseraull. He's got the 6T at Trey Osborne, both coming after him right now. Able to clear the 24 around the outside of the 6T, and now Grant going to go to work on the 57 of Logan Seavey. Oh, T-Mez right rear too high. He's going to lose 2 spots. Can he regain him here in the front straightaway? Yes. Connell and Osborne had stuck their way by there as T-Mez again hard up into the cushion. Trey Osborne there to capitalize. Leader in the meantime. As the back of the field starting to come into view, and Mitchell Moles is reeling him in. He was 0.8 of a second at the line. He's made up several car lengths, though, as they work into turns 3 and 4. Both drivers going up, cheating off of the cushion to the middle of turns 3 and 4. Difference growing that time. As your leader got her over the cushion, so does the 19. Both drivers playing a dangerous game over in turns 1 and 2. They get up over the cushion. Luckily, it doesn't reach out and bite them, as that's going to allow the Avanti windows and doors over 3P to come in and challenge for the 2nd spot. Kyle Cummins going to drop to the deck in turn number 1. Up across the racetrack as Mitchell Moles nearly collides with the concrete. He's going to fall to 3rd. Kyle Cummins back up to the front of this one. He sits in 2nd. He'll slide her up across the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Swanson in the meantime coming after the 3rd spot. DNF last night for the 5, looking for a rebound here tonight as your leader finds slower traffic. They'll work down to the bottom side of the speedway. Danner going to let that right rear eat off of the cushion onto the front straightaway. 27 laps completed. Danner tiptoeing her off of the cushion there. Has a straightaway between himself and Kyle Cummins. Mitchell Moles in that 3rd spot. Jake Swanson running at 4th. Logan Seavey running out your top 5, and he's got company lurking down to the inside. Here comes the 24, T-Mez. Going to throw the slide, and he'll take the spot away. Thomas Meserol, his first appearance of the 2026 season. He is up into the 6th spot. Seavey back to 7th. Cottle, Osborne, Justin Grant, who had been up in the fight for 5th, now back to 9th. Hayden Reinbold in 10th. Robert Ballou in 11th. Caution, we've got one stopped over in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Logan Calderwood, a little bit of fire off of the side of the number 6. Quickly over there with the fire bottle. They'll extinguish it. Cue up a replay here on the FloRacing broadcast. Of course, you'll be able to see it on the big screen along the back straightaway. Try to see exactly what happened with Calderwood. He had been running back in the 18th position. Oh, him and Danner look like they may have made just slight contact. Calderwood, a lot of smoke coming off the side of that thing. Danner trying to work the inside. And yeah, they do. You can see it there. They go tire to tire. As Danner was trying to thread the needle on a pair of lap cars, unfortunately, does bring a stop to the run by Logan Calderwood. They'll get him down into the infield, and unfortunately, looks like his night has come to a close. Briggs Danner leading. His advantage had grown to 2.885 seconds. Kyle Cummins in 2nd, Mitchell Moles in 3rd, Jake Swanson, Thomas Meserol. Logan Seavey, after leading the opening 16 laps, him and Danner in a close battle. He gets over the cushion. He slid back to the 6th spot. Cottle, Osborne, Grant, and Reinbold, your top 10. 29 in, we're back to green. Briggs Danner trying to get up and hide here. He's going to run to the back straightaway immediately. Puts a half stretch on everybody else here. Cummins right to the middle of turns 3 and 4 as Danner bounces his way off of the cushion onto the front straightaway. Pass for the 2nd spot. Mitchell Moles working the inside line on the 3P. Going to retake that position. Cummins trying to come back after him on the back straightaway. Not able to keep pace here as they work into turns 3 and 4. Seavey in the meantime trying to fight his way back forward. The 57 right around the bottom side of the speedway. He's got 1. Can he get 2? Not quite. He's back into the top 5. Was able to get around Thomas Meserol. Now going to work on Jake Swanson. Swanson to the 5T working top shelf. The 57 right around the bottom side of the speedway. Going to pitch it down right in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Comes around at the line. 0.010. Swanson had the advantage. Still working around the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get the run. This time he's going to do it. 5T fight back to the outside along with Tinez right on his back bumper as they work into turns 3 and 4. Seavey in the 57. Looks like it's starting to get a little soft on the right side. We'll get another look at it here when it comes around to the front straightway. He continues to work the bottom side of the speedway, and yeah, looks like she might be getting just a little low, but she's staying up. As Moles takes it up over the cushion over in turns 1 and 2. In the meantime, and check on your leader. He's in a new zip code right now. Briggs Danner 3 seconds to the good. Moles now 4 seconds trailing. Cummins, Swanson, Seavey, those two still in a lockdown battle here. As your leader comes up on slower traffic, he's got cars to the inside and the outside. He's going to go ahead and slice right through the middle. Clears Gasper onto the back straightway. He will clear Setzer onto the back straightway. Now going to go to work on the 83C. Oh, we got problems at turns 1 and 2. Moles with a big bobble off of the cushion. That's going to cost him 4 spots, and that's going to bring the 57 to Logan Seavey back up into 2nd. Seavey just a few laps ago nearly got to the wall, shuffled him back to 6th, and now Fortune smiles on him. He's going to go back into the runner-up spot, still working the bottom side of the speedway. Cummins trying to come after him in 3. Wave of the white flag. And this one is in the books. Briggs Danner wins the Circle City Salute. The battle for 2nd comes down to the line, and Logan Seavey holds on to it by 0.010 seconds. Thomas Meserol in 4th, Jake Swanson in 5th, Mitchell Moles in 6th, Shane Cottle, Trey Osborne, Hayden Reinbold, and Justin Grant, unofficially your top 10. Once he got to the lead, he absolutely dominated. 6.439 seconds was the difference. Here tonight, the battle for second, 0.010. Logan Seavey over Kyle Cummins, and what a comeback for the 57 as the 19 AZ bobbles. Everybody gets jumbled up, and Seavey on the bottom with a clear path. Gets back up to the runner-up spot, but your winner tonight's going to climb to the top of the car, and he will pocket $10,000 in the Circle City Salute. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is Briggs Danner. Hugs, smiles, and high fives down in victory lane. What a battle to get to the front and then absolutely run away with it. Christy, that's what they call domination here tonight.
Man, that one had a lot going on from start to finish for Briggs Danner, who winds up in victory lane for the Circle City Salute after 40 long-fought laps and really did have to fight for that one. Not only had to fight for it, had to stay pretty concentrated. Everything trying to keep you on your toes for this one. Logan Calderwood looking like he was blowing up in front of you and then coming to an abrupt stop. David Gasper in those last 5 laps spiking up right on your nose. How anticipatory was all 40 laps of this race?
Yeah, it was very difficult. To be standing here is pretty crazy. I feel like every time I come here, this is like one of my worst places, and I just never really get going here. So to get going good on the curb there, racing with Logan, that was a really good race we had going there. And getting into Calderwood there, he was kind of blowing up in front of me and switching lanes, so I caught a break to escape that one and not get tangled up. But man, what a great race car we had tonight. Got to thank Tim, got to thank Fran, the whole Hogue family, Tyler, Heather, everybody that pitches in to make this thing fast. E. Schneider, Sons Recycling, Boulevard Truck Repair, FK Shocks, Rider Racing Engines, DRC Chassis, Apache Transport is on the side of the car with us tonight. All Shucks Roasted Corn, Keystone Cap, all these guys to make this deal possible for us. It's very cool.
We talked about having to be on your toes for a lot of that race. You rode around on the 57's bumper for a lot of that race, knowing just any time he made the littlest mistake, did you just know that you had to be ready to capitalize right then and there?
Yeah, definitely. I felt very curb reliant there. I couldn't get a very good start on the bottom, but once we got going, I knew I could set pace, and honestly probably following him a little bit helped me out, just kind of set pace for the rest of the race. Restarts were, I felt pretty good, but he was really good at taking up the racetrack and made it difficult to pass. And once or twice I got a run and we would get a yellow and kind of kill our run there. So yeah, super happy to be staying here. This is awesome feeling for myself for sure. Thanks for everybody for coming out, everybody at Abacus Racing and everything they've done to make this place great racing what it is. And also I want to mention something about Kyle Busch and the Busch family. Obviously that's a big loss, and love him or hate him, he was a die-hard racer, and we hate to see that happen. So shout out to them, and thanks everybody for coming out.
It's one of those days you're going to remember where you were at, especially true for Briggs Danner. He's your winner of tonight's Circle City Salute, presented by Desnudos Organic Tequila. Tonight at Circle City, 40 laps for Briggs Danner in the books.
Well, how about Briggs Danner getting the win in that USAC race at Circle City this evening? James, you weren't taping that on your VCR, were you? You, in fact, were not. It sounds like a broken record, but we are still in a holding pattern here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Track staff out on the racetrack. Obviously still a somewhat early night here, as we've been under this rain delay for about an hour now, and with only one race left to run. You'd love to be able to get it in this evening, of course, and so that is the number one priority of the track staff here in Wheatland, Missouri at Lucas Oil Speedway. Again, the people are here, the cars are here, the lineup is set, and there's just one race left to run. If you have to run a double, I suppose that could be a possibility. But number one priority is to try to get this show in here this evening and to wait it out if at all possible. So the update is there is no update. That is the summary here. So make your way down to the horsepower hydration midway area if you're here on the grounds. If you're watching at home, Flo's got about 25 different verticals. You can probably find Flo cheerleading, Flo baseball, or Flo frisbee dogs on a channel near you. Check out something else on the Flo family of networks, and we'll be back at some point with yet another update on the 13th Annual Cowboy Classic here at Lucas Oil Speedway.
get it done here tonight. He's going to break the Moran Davenport Thornton stranglehold. Going to get his first Lucas Oil win of the year, DJ.
Hudson O'Neal was very, very good here back in April at the spring shootout. He swept the entire weekend. He has been running pretty well here as of late with Jason Durham coming on board the crew chief. That entry, I think Hudson O'Neal goes 3 for 3 in Lucas Oil Speedway visits.
It's been really good. I mean, there's not a bump out there. It's smooth as glass all night long. Richard Turner does the track prep work, and it's not an exact science, right? If it was easy, everybody do it,
That's
right?
I am a track prep guy. I am not.
And it'd be tough. It's tough being a promoter nowadays, isn't it?
You are not wrong about that.
No doubt about it. Danny Lorton, of course, the general manager, assistant general manager Casey Schumann coming on board this year. Fabulous facility, obviously one of the best that you will see anywhere, whether it be dirt track or NASCAR or whatever, right here at Lucas Oil Speedway, Wheatland, Missouri. 10,000 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
75K Saturday night. Don't forget, we also have the Crown Jewel Cup this year. We got one in the books last week at Eagle, and that's going to pay $15,000 to win here in 2025. Again, Sunoco Racefuels Road to Wheatland, $2,500. It's either going to be Davenport or Thornton after Saturday night. How about Kate Dillard? He was here back in April, again running an independent schedule the rest of the year. And can he get his first win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series of his career?
He could. He very well could. A few drivers have said that there's Hudson O'Neal. We talked about him, the 2 wins here back in April. You talked about Kate Dillard. A few drivers in the pit said this track reminds them a little bit of Vado Speedway Park out there between Las Vegas and El Paso.
Facility.
Yeah, and that was where Kate Dillard got that prominent first Outlaws win there a couple years ago.
We are so blessed in dirt track racing. They have such great facilities. Hudson O'Neal swept the weekend here in April. That was a $27,000 payday for the SSI Motorsports team. Okay.
Here we go.
So you pick O'Neal, I pick Alberson, and Ben picks Devin.
Well, we all really went out on limbs there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
All right, lights are turned off. Yes, sir, my friend. 45 laps will be the distance tonight. In the 12th annual running of the Cowboy Classic, they go green in the Newton Drain Ag Solutions starting zone with Garrett Alberson and Jonathan Davenport in the front row.
The Sunoco 58 gets the jump into 1. Garrett Alberson broke his own track record at Eagle. He was the fastest overall qualifier tonight. They come out of turn number 2, Davenport, O'Neal, Overton, Thornton. But Garrett Alberson of New Mexico Hot Shoe, he'll lead lap number 1 here tonight.
Garrett Alberson, you talked about it, James, looking for his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win of the year. Looking solid out front, just a lap into this one. Still side by side for the second spot. Ricky Thornton Jr. went down to the inside of Jonathan Davenport. He'll try to go down to the inside again. That car's a little uneasy off the corner. Allow Hudson O'Neal to get run back to the outside. Hud back to third. RT fourth. Brandon Overton right now rounds out the top 5, and Garrett Alberson walking away early in this one.
In the halfway leader, he'll get $100 Hellraiser Jacks, who will be the Hooker Trucking Hard Charger. O'Neal's got it 4 out of the 6 last races in there. Down is Brandon Overton. He lost a drive shaft in hot laps, and he's got problems here tonight in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce 76 off the pace while running 7th. DJ, the first Coleman Farms Racing caution of the race.
I don't know exactly what happened to him. It was almost like that car just lost power coming down the front straightaway. So a tough break there. You talked about the drive shaft that he lost a little bit earlier on tonight. And we'll take a look at the instant replay here once again and see exactly what happened. You're going to see he's got his arm out the window. He knew something was amiss on that Longhorn Factory team number 76. Just don't know what it was, but a tough break there for Brandon Overton, who before that was running inside the top 5.
And in that heated battle for that 4th and final spot into the chase comes in tonight 6th. So you've got Alberson, O'Neal, Overton, Shepard all bunched up there. And it looks like his Thursday night has ended here at Wheatland, Ben Schulte.
Yeah, you got to wonder maybe if it was something that continued from the driveline issues earlier, what it might be. When he rolled past me, he was still under power, but obviously needed to get pushed off the racetrack. The engine was still running, so perhaps something in the driveline, and that team will head back there to the attention of Anthony Burrows, and if nothing else, try it again tomorrow.
And you see him waving to get pushed on back is Brandon Overton, so...
Justin Tharp, Ryder Cantillo, as you see him there in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, and communication And see if they look at, well, I'm going to take the hood off the car.
See if they can diagnose what the issue is. Maybe a wiring issue then underneath the hood. Again, Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit located just outside turn 2 here at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri.
Again, it is full points tonight and tomorrow night, and of course Saturday, so they put the hood back down. Looks like terminal issues for the 76 DJ.
Tough break there. The rest of the field lined up in the Delaware double file restart, and they're going to be going green this time by. 3 laps are in the books, 42 laps remaining, and Garrett Alberson's been your leader since the drop of the green flag. They fire in the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone.
Davenport second, O'Neill, Thornton, Bruning your top 5. Bruning fourth last week at Eagle. Davenport will slide right through the middle. Here comes Thornton on the bottom. O'Neill up top. They try to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. O'Neill will split Thornton and Davenport. Good battle there, but Alberson again had a huge lead 2.5 seconds before the first caution, and he stretches it out already to turn 1 with 4 scored.
And Hudson O'Neill with a nice move right there to momentarily move into the second spot. You really see the field fan out back there behind your race leader, Garrett Alberson. Alberson just looks like he was shot out of a cannon here in the early stages of this one, leaving these cats to battle back here from second on back. O'Neill, Davenport, Thornton, and Bruning.
Well, when you got a setup, you just wanted, he wants it to stay green, don't he? He needs a PSG here tonight. We saw that, what was it, Hagerstown. He had a good lead there and had a couple of cautions, and Thornton got around him. But right now, he is threatening to blow this one wide open. 2.3 seconds, a straightaway lead almost over O'Neill for Garrett Alberson.
The 58 owned by Ken and Beth Roberts. We'll take a look at the gap as he comes by this time. There's Alberson and there's Hudson O'Neill running in second. That's what 2.5 seconds looks like here at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Thornton in fourth, Bruning, Shepard, Marlar, Moran, Ferguson, Cade Dillard is 10th. And we got a wreck in turn 2, and it is Mike Marlar and Cade Dillard, DJ, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution out again here.
Yeah, Mike Marlar whipped around on the 157. I don't know if he had help or not, and then Dillard came in just a tick late as well. Marlar's going to go back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, and we'll see if he comes to the attention of his crew. Yep, there he does.
He was running in 7th. Dillard was running in 10th. See if we have a Dave Warren Power Sports caution. Is Josh Davis, Jerry Sprouse, Cody Smith down there checking out the Infinity by Wells 157. So the second caution will take the Dave Warren Power Sports replay, DJ, with 7 laps complete as the caution was displayed.
Well, here it is. He's going to get just a little too high. Yep, right there. He got just a little too high where the track starts to shelf off so the cars can go back into the pit area. And when he dropped that right rear over, it sent the tail end of that race car around. You see our camera mounted there in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. And
remember, he had that hard accident here a couple of years ago. But
yeah,
Marlar back here for the Show Me 100. I don't believe he was here a year ago, but of course he was here in the spring, and he's coming back out. So 7 laps scored, DJ. It's Garrett Alberson, 2.5 again. Was the lead, the same as it was before the last caution. O'Neill, Davenport, Thornton, Bruning, your top 5, Destin.
Tell him get that lead to 2.4. That way they don't. See what they don't.
Dillard, there was no contact with Marlar. Dillard, and let's see if Cade's going to head back to the pit area. So he has to go to the back. So Shepard is 6th. Marlar was 7th. So Miranda go to 7th. 8th is Ferguson. Dillard to the back, so Jeremy Shaw and Bobby Pierce move up. 7 down, 38 to go.
Garrett Alberson back out front, Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. You see Jonathan Davenport swing way wide on that restart.
Shelves off.
Ooh, baby.
Here comes the Golden Beard through the middle. They are picking. Second on back is a Hornet's Nest. Thornton throws it in on Davenport. Crossover by JD. At the line, half a car length Thornton. Alberson, 1.4. You know he wants it to stay green. Am I right, Destin? Am I just seeing
You're always right, Jake.
Well,
you are always
not necessarily.
Right. He wants it to stay green for a while, at least till he gets to the back of the field, and that's going to be a hot minute because there's some pretty tough customers towards the tail end of this field right now. Looking on back from second on back. Well, Ricky Thornton Jr. settled into that second spot. Jonathan Davenport third. Fourth, 5th, 6th, and 7th there on your screen, led by Tyler Bruning over Devin Moran, Hudson O'Neal, and Brandon Shepard. And don't look now, but Bobby Pierce has come from the 15th starting spot inside the top 10.
Dylan McCowan, 10, Shaw, Gundaker, Justin Will, Steven Stuckey, your top 15. Battle there, Carson Ferguson, Bobby Pierce. 2 seconds. Right now, the advantage over Ricky Thorne Jr. stretches out another 1/10 of a second for Alberson. He's entering turn 3, Thorne off of turn number 2. Again, Davenport, Bruning, Moran. Boy, Tyler Bruning, he was good at Eagle last week. The top 4 there. Right now, in 4th here tonight at Wheatland.
Rocket 1 down to the inside of Hudson O'Neal. That's a battle for position number 6, Hudson O'Neal. Hud had been working the very inside of the racetrack, that groove that you see both Carson Ferguson and Bobby Pierce utilizing, and then he moved up to the top side. Car maybe felt just a little bit better up there. They're now going to flip-flop positions down in turns 3 and 4. Brandon Shepard goes down to the bottom, while the 93 and the 32 go back up to the top.
Dustin, it's 2.6. His biggest lead of the race so far. Garrett Alberson off the top of turn 4. And let's see if he stretches it out even more. 2.5 back to 2. Oh, it's just 2.5. Only 2.5. But in a few more laps here, he's going to pick up the tail of the field. 14 down, 31 to go.
You just saw the intervals there in the upper left-hand side of the screen. 45 laps is our distance tonight, as James mentioned. 15 in the books, 30 to go. 45 laps in honor of Cowboy. That was his car number. Original founder of the MLRA, 2.6 seconds the advantage for Garrett Alberson. You're looking back at 3rd, 4th, and 5th now. Jonathan Davenport's gone to the low side, gives the high side to the 16 of Tyler Bruning. Bruning trying to take advantage of it.
Right now gets around the tail end of the field. Overton is out. And we still have 23 of the 24 starters running in this race. It's 2.9. This time around, as we scored lap 17, it's 2.9 for Alberson. Works his way out of turn 2. Here's the battle. Here comes Moran on the bottom. Slides up between them. Bruning, good run on the outside. Plenty of grooves here. Pierce slides up the track.
Oh, that's fun.
It gets slippery, doesn't it?
That was fun right there. Oh, love that camera shot of those guys going through turns 1 and 2. Now coming down the front straightaway, you really see how much they fan out in the corners. Now Bruning going to go down to the inside, and he just assaulted the Ute tire with the left front of that race car.
He's in trouble. He is in trouble. Can't turn the wheel, and he is going. He's still going, but he's going to lose about 3 spots. Man, Tyler Bruning battling for 3rd, and he is off the pace, and he is out of this one, and Pierce almost got into him.
Wow.
Will he make it back to the pit area? No, he does not. So we will have a Coltman Farms Racing caution. Tyler Bruning, again, another good hot rod, the Golden Beard and that Infinity by Wells.
I might need a Dave Warren Power Sports replay to see exactly how close Bobby Pierce came right there. I mean, the pucker factor had to be through the roof on that one, man.
Well, the infield tractor tire takes another one. Good, clean race in there, but Bruning's night, let's see, I don't know if he's going to come back. He's not running for points. He's running an independent schedule. Started off leading the Lucas Oil points this year. May have considered a run for it, but has missed some races. You have to have perfect attendance. So, yeah. 19 down, DJ. Alberson was 1.9 ahead of Thornton. And Davenport, Moran, O'Neal, Bruning was 6. So Ferguson, Pierce, Shepard, McCowan, Wells up to 10.
You can see that front bumper dragging the ground there on the 16 of Tyler Bruning. Mike Marlar back in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit as well. We've got 19 laps in the books, 26 laps remaining.
I don't have a Hoker Trucking hard charger yet on my monitor here. Do you have who's
no, but I do know that Bobby Pierce has come from 15th up to 8th.
That's 7.
Yeah, Justin Wells has gone from 16th up to 11th.
5.
Okay. Dalton Wilson. How about Dalton Wilson from 23rd to 3rd?
13th.
Close. 23rd.
That would have been a great run in 19 laps.
Yes, it would have.
Hey, it's far from over. Let's see the Dave Warren Power Sports replay. DJ is right there. The battle got just barely. Yeah, right there.
He punted it hard. And then if we can stick with this replay, you're going to see how close Bobby Pierce comes to tagging him. He realizes there he's got pretty big issues. He is going to try to nurse it and realizes that he can't. And when he slows at the top side, oh, baby.
All right, so Tyler Bruning out of the race. So we've got 22 cars still out there. I believe Marlar is back out, his teammate. Yep, Mikey on the back. 19 down. Alberson's led from the start, unchallenged. Well, that's going to clear out lap traffic that was in front of him that he was getting to. So, man, tough night for Brandon Overton. Driveline failure in hot laps, comes back, runs 3 laps, running in the top 6. And he is done for the night. So Garrett Alberson, who's 4th in that 4th spot, looking to pick up some good points here tonight. That Sunoco 58.
Looking good.
He looked great at Hagerstown. What did he lead 31 laps there at Hagerstown?
And to the point that Ben mentioned earlier as well, he has to feel like this place owes him one too. You know, he was so close to getting that first career Lucas Oil win here last year, and just that caution with a couple laps to go. Here we go, 26 laps remaining, 19 scored. Garrett Alberson's been your leader since the drop of the green.
Added a couple of new crew members this week. Thomas Grinzig, Dylan Alberson. Doing something different now. O'Neal gets a good restart on the bottom. Alberson trying to pull away. Thornton dives through the middle. Now O'Neal up 3rd. Here comes Moran. Devin on the top. Ferguson working the bottom on Pierce into 1. Good battles all over the track. Battle for 2nd out of 2. They're side by side. O'Neal and Thornton into turn 3. Alberson starting to pull away again. Here comes Moran on the top shelf, Dustin.
Lucas Oil Speedway is looking good here tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr. back to the 2nd spot. Hudson O'Neal 3rd. Look at those guys getting those left fronts clearing out on the very inside of the racetrack. Guys like the 99 of Moran letting it all hang out up on the high side by side momentarily for 3rd. Moran trying to get a run up high on O'Neal.
22 down, nearing the halfway mark. Hellraiser Jack's halfway. Thornton 1 second the advantage down the back straightaway. O'Neal 3rd, Moran 4th. Davenport, who started on the front row, is back to 5th. Pierce, Shepard, Ferguson, McCowan, Justin Wells up to 10th in 98.
And this is the Hellraiser Jack's halfway point right here. Garrett Alberson will be your leader. You get $100. They go 3 wide momentarily back there for the 4th position. The 49 of Davenport, the 32 of Pierce up from 15th, and the 1 of Brandon Shepard.
Davenport, who's dominated so much here, he's a 2-time Show Me 100 winner, is going to lose another spot. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. So that pass will be negated because we'll go back to the last scored lap 24, and it's for the 2 of Tyler Stevens. Does he have a tire down with 24 complete, Dustin?
I don't know, but he is going to make his way back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, our 4th Coleman Farms Racing caution flag of the night. 24 laps scored, 21 laps remaining in this one. And Ben Shelton, from your vantage point in the infield, stereotypical take the leader out of the race, and you've got one whale of a battle from 2nd on back.
Well, it's really fantastic, and yeah, you better put that leader back in the race because Ricky Thornton Jr. is starting to really find his groove out there. Like we seen the 20 RT do a lot the past few years. Alberson's looking good, but it really felt like Thornton was starting to close in on him. A year ago, Thornton broke his heart in this one. Man, can Alberson keep him behind him? Still 21 to go, but DJ, to your point, Huddy, Devin, JD, and Pierce, those guys are coming to life, and racetrack is really nice here tonight.
How about Donald McIntosh, 22nd to 10th, Destin, and Billy Hicks 79, leading the Riley Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Good job for him so far.
D-Mac told me today, he goes, wow, this is the coolest place I've been to in a long time. He was really impressed by it. He was excited to get out there. And let's be honest, this isn't always the easiest place to figure out. You see the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit with Spencer Hughes over there getting checked out, Tyler Stevens, and the Keith Hammett Motorsports entry. But yeah, I think McIntosh raced his way in, and that's a big deal for the Raleigh Auto Parts Rookie of the Year point leader.
Hilzebeck, who's 2nd in the Raleigh Auto Parts points, 16th, and Ebert is 15th, by the way. Good run for them. For only 2 cars out of the race officially, DJ, they will be Overton and Bruning. So it's Alberson, Thornton, O'Neal, Moran, Davenport, your top 5. Big break for Davenport there, kind of, because he lost another spot to Pierce.
Yeah.
But that was past when they passed the line, so that lap did not count.
Yeah, and equally as important, James, the 22 drivers still on the racetrack, they are all on the lead lap. So the yellow lights have been shut off. Green flag will wave this time by from the fully equipment flag stand. Garrett Alberson, your leader in the Nutrien Ag Solutions start zone.
4 cautions. He has been unchallenged still in this race. Thornton and O'Neill. And they slide out at 2. Alberson still has the advantage. Battle behind them. Moran 4th. Here comes Davenport, Pierce, and Shepard. Off at turn 4. Garrett Alberson has led 25 consecutive laps here tonight. Look at this battle for second into turn 1, Dustin.
Hornets nest back there, man. Don't count Devin Moran out. Moran started back in 12th, and he's making some hay around the high side of this racetrack. The Double Down Motorsports number 99. James up high, Ricky Thornton Jr. up high, Hudson O'Neill down low, all behind your race leader, Garrett Alberson, 19 to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lucas Oil Speedway here in Wheatland, Missouri, and Mother Nature has claimed the victory for the moment. However, we will be running tonight's feature tomorrow night. So we will start hot laps tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're moving hot laps up 30 minutes to 6 p.m. And then the Friday portion, the tribute to Don and Billy Gibson, the Friday portion of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series program will be run straight through just as it was tonight. After the Friday portion is run straight through, we will run the Super Stock Heats and the Super Stock feature, and then we will close the night with our feature from this evening. So the Cowboy Classic will wrap up. So again, this is a completed show for the few of you that may have had a one-day armband. If you have a Friday armband, that will get you into the entire racing program tomorrow evening. Again, hot laps will start at 6 p.m. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Friday portion of the show will run straight through. We will then run the Lucas Oil Speedway Super Stock Heats and feature, and then we will close the night tomorrow night with our Thursday feature, our feature from this evening. So tonight's feature will be the very last event on the agenda tomorrow. Again, hot laps will start at 6 p.m. here tomorrow. We have been postponed for this evening. We'll see you back here at Lucas Oil Speedway tomorrow night.